Okay. Okay.
I'm partying.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Wow.
What's Halus?
Looking good. Uh, so hello everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey there. Willkommen, willkommen.
Welcome.
Hola.
A couple things to get in order before we start. First of all, I have a little bit of a cold today, so I might try and end around like 11 and start end a little, which is in like 3 hours.
Mhm.
For those of you who are not on my time zone, but we'll see.
That's
Then-
alright.
Is that no normal schedule time we're supposed to end?
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
it's like between 3 to 4 hours is what we have said.
Okay.
I'm just gonna probably go on the short end of that. The next thing was the next session. My dad just contacted me and he's gonna be in New York City that day, so I'm going out to dinner with him. So
Cool.
I need to reschedule
That's fine.
the next session.
What, you do want to introduce us to your father?
Yeah, hey, Dad.
And on our anniversary, no less.
Oh.
Hey Dad, you get to
That's tomorrow.
come be a special NPC in the one shot. Come on.
Has it been
Yeah,
a
that's
year
a-
already?
Yeah, tomorrow's the anniversary.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That's pretty wild.
So today's technically the anniversary game.
I knew it was coming up, but that's exciting. Wow.
What are we
Okay.
doing for our anniversary? What
Really?
What'd you
We
pack
started
in
in
this game?
July. I started.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Everyone gets a magic on the anniversary.
No, I'm nervous. So
Just
This
TPK us.
is the
That's
one,
what we deserve.
Yeah, this is the one where we all die.
That's what we deserve. Just TPK us.
so after the game, let's just look at our schedules, and we can be in touch over the next couple days, and we'll figure out when we want to reschedule that game. Because I need to kind of look at my calendar, but yes, so we'll do that. We'll reschedule the next game, and then the last thing is that I made a little change in your guys' journal. It's very small. You might not notice,
Oh my god.
but
Oh my
your
god.
bag of holding is now just a magic item, and you have a tab that's called treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So that's more of just like a place to keep track of your communal loot, and then the bag of holding. I'll just assume that whatever is in the treasure's in the bag
It's
of
in the
holding.
bag of holding. Okay.
But who's carrying the bag of holding?
Me. I'm
That's
the
what I thought.
accountant.
Okay, I'm putting it in
Debit
here
credit.
in both games. All right, so yeah, that's in your folder now. Okay, that's all the housekeeping stuff I had.
What the fuck is this treasure?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh god,
What you've
I
never
didn't
seen
see this.
You've never seen
Oh my God.
bank reconciliation? That's how you reconcile your
I
bank-
know what that is. It's
Okay, then.
it's
There
a
you go.
balance sheet.
Then
Exactly.
That's so
What's wrong
funny.
with
I have it.
But for Knowles, what is this?
We bought those gnolls that you killed.
Oh, we have one though. We have one left.
We didn't buy that one. We got that one for free.
Oh fuck.
So how much? This brings up a good point. How much gold do you guys have in the bag of holding right now?
The balance is 150.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I see. I'm paying attention now. That makes sense. Okay.
I'm still confused, but that's my general state of mind. So
it
we'll
goes
go on.
down. Like the bottom is the most recent expense is the nulls. All right.
Credits
Great.
are good, debits are bad. That's all you need to know.
Yep. Exactly. Okay. So, on that note, who wants to give us a recap of what happened last session?
We went for a swim.
The end.
I did.
John with his one sentence recap. Always a staple. You know what? I'm going to give you inspiration for it this week because it's our anniversary, and you're very consistent with it. If anything, so it's coming at you. All right. So who would like to go a little bit further than the swimming?
Either me or Kyle.
So,
But please give it to Ryan because once we're done with this, he's gonna stop talking for quite some time.
that's true. That's true. That's-
Ryan doesn't even know.
I don't need it.
I mean, Ryan will talk. Palouse will not.
well, maybe we're gonna reverse it.
Yeah. Who knows?
Role reversal with your character? That's a new one.
Oh, Kyle, you can do it.
Okay,
You're-
so we chit-chatted with What's-Face in the temple for a hot minute, found out that Sholazar is coming tonight, and is going to give us the full tour of that temple deep underneath the keep. And while we're having this nice conversation, Palouse snuck out and jumped over the edge into the water.
Doing
And
whatever he wants.
Sablin proceeded to try and weasel his way into finding out a way to get to the captives so we can maybe work out a plan. Didn't go well. The guy just thought he was a pervert. Went outside and found out, oh, everyone's jumped into the water. Why? And after some kind of hand wringing, we all heard some screams from down below. So Artemis...
Hey, it wasn't screams, it was like a, hey guys, come, look!
A
there's some stuff
tentacle
going on."
monster.
Some,
Yeah.
Ah.
pleads for aid from John, and that is when Artemis, Agony, and Sablin all jumped into the water and started to investigate and found that, oh no, a roper has entangled Palouse, Pox, and somewhat John keeps slipping free because he's Weasley like that. Epic battle ensued, ending in the roper being destroyed just in time for the inhabitants of the keep above to come down and be like, hey, why'd you kill our roper? That was our favorite pet. And we're like, oh no, we just kind of ended up down here. Don't worry about it. We went back up.
PTSD. All you guys had to say was hentai PTSD. Come on!
We went back up top, had a quick talk about, getting permission for doing these kind of things, a quick talk about having better safety codes for the entire keep in general. Artemis purchased the time of a lady. We all went to the barracks, and that lady was one of the captives that we are trying to break free. There was a little bit of a body swap-a-roo with Terrasil being disguised as Artemis and Artemis being disguised as Terrasil, so that Artemis Terrasil could go back into the keep in disguise, and that's where we left off, I believe.
Come on, I still say that Terracell pulls off a better Artemis than Artemis.
I just want to reiterate, I never touched the water. Technically. Ever.
That's true. You laid it in the boat.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. I never
That's
touched
true.
it.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, and then there was also, I did some scouting down, the water, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Yep.
found out where the black rock may be.
I also ripped out of Artemis's 2 hairs from Artemis's head, and Artemis shot me.
And I shot Palouse.
Oh yeah, there was a little bit of
Oh,
a
yeah,
shootout,
that's
and our friend Pox almost aggroed on Artemis. I had to
She
tie
did,
down some
actually.
vines, and it
I
it
totally
really,
wasn't there for any of that.
Yeah, that happened. That definitely happened.
Yeah, wrap that hair
Alright.
on the rock. Talked about a black cat.
I was asleep
All
in
right.
the courtyard at that time.
So, at this point, you're all, except for Artemis, everybody else is in the barracks. If I remember correctly, like Palouse just went straight to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of you are just kind of starting to take a rest. As Artemis splits off and goes as Terrasil into the kitchen and begins working with the other servants there.
Do you want to give Artemis any more info or instructions before he splits up from all of us, or do you want to
He's
just
gone, man. What are you talking about?
He already left. Yeah, he was gone before.
Though he does have the sending stone still. He almost gave it to
I
Terrasil.
can also ring a
Just
message
kept it.
him if I need to.
Yeah.
Wait, no, didn't I give that to someone, or did, where
No,
did
you
that
have.
go?
You still
still
have the
have it.
ring.
You have it, but I think...
Oh yeah,
What is the range? 120 feet?
120 feet. Or
Oh yeah,
something
you
like
can
that.
definitely reach the kitchen. So, So yeah, so you guys are all just kind of sitting around. Is there anything specific you wanted to do, or are you just?
Oh, I told you what I want to do. I'm gonna go sneak out and try and find some supplies.
Okay, so you're gonna sneak around. Anywhere specific that you're going to look for supplies?
Wherever they gather to drink, I'm gonna go and try and make some friends and get some drinks.
Okay, so yeah, you as you go and you chat one of the guards up, and he
Hey
says,
guys, where do you guys all go? Get together, have some drinks. And then I take out my flask and I tip it over, and I'm like, I'm kind of running dry here.
"Oh, and this is as you like walk out of the barracks. Everybody is there, just kind of gathered in the yard of the keep.
Yeah, because we asked him to get out because we were gonna
'cause we asked
have
him
an
to leave.
orgy.
But some of them look like they're thinking about going back in, but a lot of them have kind of dispersed and gone and just done other things outside because it's a
I look
lovely
at all of them in
spring
the eye and
day.
just go, you want to go in there?
Uh,
There's a smell. Wouldn't believe what that Noel does, It's weird.
man, I knew we should have had him go in the stables.
I'm offended.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. We'll let it air out a little bit longer. But for drinks, we usually just have those wherever we're at. I mean, sometimes we have bigger feasts in
Do you have a
in the
place
keep.
I could get some?
Oh, yeah. There's probably some. Well, I mean, we each have our personal stashes. Usually, is how we kind of divvy up the things we find. But a lot of stuff that's kind of unclaimed and unsorted just lives in the armory, in like the storage room connected to the barracks. So, if you go there, you could probably search through and maybe find some stuff.
Cool. Hey, what's your name? I'm John.
Oh, me? I'm Lars.
Nice to meet you, Lars. And he puts out a hand to give him a handshake.
Fuck Lars.
Oh yeah, no
Please
problem.
tell me you have like a buzzer in your hand when you give a handshake.
No, right now I'm being very kind and friendly, and I just go, so that way? And I just start walking towards where I believe he pointed me in the direction of.
Yeah, so he points you in
Yes,
the barracks. There are like two.
That room.
Yeah, so it's actually the room just below it, because that room's the toilet. So you can go into here. I'll move you.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
So yeah, you're going
Hello.
through this door, which once you walk around, nope, you just passed it. Yeah, so you go in there, which you now notice
It's
actually
connected to the barracks.
barracks where you were, and you go in there. Why don't you make an investigation check? What are you looking for specifically?
Alcohol and sealing wax.
All right. So why don't you make me an investigation check?
17.
All right. So you find a good amount of alcohol, but you kind of are opening and trying to smell, and maybe do a little taste and see which ones are the best. Are gonna like.
Some are good at drinking, some are good at burning.
Yeah, exactly. So you're looking for the best burning ones, and you find.
Well, I'm pocketing the drinking ones.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, you find. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. So you can take what you want, but you find about 6 bottles of wine and 4 bottles of liquor that is strong enough to catch fire.
You said 3 of those?
4 of the bottles that will light on fire. And then as far as sealing wax, you have a little bit harder time finding this, but you find like 2 solid sticks of sealing wax that you think
Perfect.
you could get a couple of uses out of each of them.
Pretty sure there should be rope around here, but I have some if there's not.
And you, right as you say that, you go and you look, and there is a length of rope.
And I'm just gonna go back into barracks and go, guys, Agony, and I just hold up a bottle of wine.
Yes, yes, darling. What is that? Is that wine?
Yes. Doesn't smell half bad either.
Here, give me some. Like a half asleep.
As Agony starts guzzling the wine, and
I'm just gonna go to work while they get some naps.
John's gonna start going to work. All right. So let's cut to Artemis now, who is led into the kitchen, and in the kitchen, you find there are other servants in there working. There's a mother and her daughter, and then another woman and a man. So there's 4 other people in there total. And
Okay.
As you come back in, the daughter comes up to you, and she says, "Oh, Terraseal, are you okay? What did they do to you?"
Well, nothing. Don't worry about it. They just need. And I'll pat her on the head.
Okay, it's good to have you back. Me and Mama were worried. And her mom just kind of
Certainly.
pats her on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Make me a deception check.
I'm sorry. What?
Make me a deception check.
Sure.
All right.
Why, Terraseal, what big eyes you have.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it seems that the other 2 who are in this room don't even really give you the time of day. But
Okay.
but the mother and daughter are happy to have you back, and believe that
Okay.
you are indeed Terraseal.
Good.
So
Um,
it seems.
Yeah, I'll bring vegetables or whatever it looks like everybody's doing.
Yeah. Everybody's just kind of working at cooking up dinner. It looks like
Okay. Yeah. I'll start
making a
working
big
on like
stew.
Okay. I'll start stew. I'll probably start working on like pies. Of course, the convention that there's a reason the people in Waterdeep have the saying, "Once you go black, you never go back." Just to the women in private, away from the kids.
All right.
And basically try to blend in as much as I can.
Great. And as you kind of hear the banter around, you get the idea. The mother is named Anya, and her daughter is named Naireen.
Okay, so that's Anya and Naireen. Okay.
And then the other 2 are the man is named Gorm, and the woman is named Shadnil.
Okay.
And and from the way that they're talking, you get the idea that they seem like very eager to join the cultist activity.
Yeah, I remember Terraseal mentioned the 3 people. There's 3 guys that were working for these people. I guess that would be Gorm, Shadnil, and I can't remember the third.
Herrick. Nice. Good
Oh,
memory.
thank you.
Good notes for once. Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So I'll try to keep my eye on those 2. But in general, I'm going to try and blend as much as possible. I'm going to send Orpheus, however, like in the room adjacent to me. I'm gonna try and send him up those stairs and like scout out the second floor.
Okay, in the room with where Jolliver is and all them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, can you make me a stealth check for Orpheus? He's in rat
Sure.
form? You said.
Also invisible. Would that give him advantage or?
Oh, he's invisible. Yeah. You don't need to make a stealth check then. Invisible mouse. Never mind. He's sneaky enough.
I saw a speck of dust move.
Yeah, even if they hear him, it's going to be like less than a creak. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fine. He can just sneak on by. And yeah, so he definitely has advantage, and that's good. All right. So yeah, so he sneaks on and he goes upstairs. Is that right? Are you
Second
there?
floor? Josh. I believe so.
I think his internet might be having difficulties. You guys can all hear me okay, right? I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
cutting it
I
out.
don't know if
Okay.
we slept so far.
You've gotten at least a short rest, but
What time was it?
What if,
It
yeah,
wasn't
what if
that
we
late.
went long?
It was like
if you wanted a long rest, you'd have to be here till like midnight, because it was in the mid-afternoon.
mhm.
Man, you guys all needing these long rests all the time. What's wrong with you all?
I have 7 hit points and no hit dice.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I have
drinking.
45 out of 45 and 5 out of 5 hit dice.
And I only have 1 rage left.
I only have 1 use of my entertainer out of 2, though.
I definitely offered Sablin and or Palouse and or Terrasil some wine. If not, I'm drinking the whole bottle and passing the fuck out.
Okay, I'll take off
I've
1
been-
bottle then.
Terrasil
sure.
says, "Yeah, I'll take a cup to calm the nerves."
There you go, darling.
Or a hefty amount.
Yeah, she just sips it slowly.
Oh no. This not sipping wine. This gulping wine.
Well, I'm just gonna sip if that's okay. She just keeps sipping.
You do you, darling.
So while Josh is trying to get his audio figured out,
What's
John,
our plans right now?
John, why don't you roll me a? Let's see. I thought about this and I didn't make a decision about what kind of check you should make. Let's do 2 separate checks. One intelligence. First do intelligence and then do dexterity.
Dexterity. What the hell's
Okay.
going on?
Okay.
He's making Molotov.
Making
cocktail.
Molotov cocktails.
So, we'll say within that, I mean, I have no real world experience with how this would actually go, but it doesn't
Pretty
seem
easy.
like it would take too long.
It's really simple.
right?
You take the rope and you
Yeah.
soak it in the alcohol, you dip it, you kind of dry it off a little bit, you keep doing this a couple times,
Okay.
you dip it back in there, you seal the wax around it, boom, you're done.
So yeah, it takes you a little bit to like get the right kind of heat applied to the
Wax.
wax. Thank you. And so you kind of you use a little bit too much on the first one, and then you have to redo the second one a little bit. So you end up using a stick and a half of sealing wax, but within an hour you've made 5 Molotov cocktails.
Sweet.
And so yeah, you've used all 5 of those good alcohol. You have half a stick of sealing wax left. And for those, let's just use the same mechanics for Alchemist's Fire.
Okay. Maybe start them on fire is my hope.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I agree with this.
And it could be used, and yeah, could be used for people or structures or whatever.
I'm telling you guys, just burn everything down. We just dress up in red robes. We yelled up we're the fire cult, and then we just light everything on fire, and then we run away. What's the worst that can
People find out.
happen?
Well,
Of course, as
That
we're
is
running out, we run into the fire cult.
They are the
Hey guys, just spreading
water
the good
cult.
word.
You wouldn't think they could easily put out the fires.
Fuck!
You didn't think this through.
We'll do it to the wind cult then.
There you go.
What are they gonna do? Blow the fires out?
Oh yeah, well that could do it.
Yeah.
That's not gonna.
That's actually, if it's strong enough fire, the oxygen
Yeah,
will
it's
just
only,
make it
it's,
get
yeah,
bigger.
exactly. It's only gonna make it better.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. That's how wildfires happen. All right.
Let's talk about wildfires.
Yeah, man. My parents just had to leave their house in Tahoe because of wildfire.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are we still waiting for Josh? What's going on over there?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna message him and see. But so in the meantime, you guys are just planning to rest until Shoalar arrives,
I mean,
correct?
Totally.
I mean, that's what Palouse wants to do. He has 7 HP. He's dying right now.
We're both dying, snuggling, snuggling and
Yeah.
dying.
I'm kind of out of hit dice and very low in spell slots, so
Yeah.
short rest won't do much for me either.
I like this. I like how going down now takes your hit dice away. It like makes it more intense.
It does.
I also still
But-
have a point of exhaustion, so.
Yeah. So
There's an alternative rule with hit dice where you can use it to like enhance your abilities.
oh really? Is that in the DMG or is it just
I
like
don't-
from some other source?
I just heard about it. I don't know if it's homebrew. I don't know if it's from a book. I don't know.
I'd be down. I have some ideas for abilities for you guys that would use hit dice more. Because I like the idea of them and I like the mechanic and I want to.
Yeah, basically you can use hit dice as a resource instead of healing yourself. You can use it for like. It depends on the class you're at. It does like certain things.
That's interesting because I feel like hit dice are kind of underutilized in most areas of 5e so far.
Yeah.
I don't remember where.
Nice
it's from.
job, John or
Okay.
Sam. That's great.
Hmm.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. I definitely want to use them more. So in the next few hours before Shoalar arrives, there was nothing else you wanted to do. It's just John
No.
making his Molotov cocktails. You're hanging
Yeah.
out.
All
right.
I'll talk to Terrasil for a moment and just ask her.
Okay.
So, can you tell me anything about the other elf that's in prison here with you, Thea?
Oh yes. She seems a lovely lady. She came here I think she was here before. She was actually here before me, yes. And but I think she had only been here for a short time. She always is talking about a friend of hers that she lost. She searched the whole premises. She thought that she would be here, but she never found her.
Loose farts in his sleep.
Yeah, I actually knew Thea before we're here. She's from Lurkwood, where I came from. I was hoping if you knew anything about, if she talked about before here or anything.
Oh, no, she told me her home was destroyed, but usually when people say that, they don't want you to ask more questions. That's all she said.
That's
He
true.
back.
returns.
But yes, so I know, I don't know. But you said you're from the Lurkwood. That's curious. Don't know many people from there.
Me either. She seems to be the only the person from there I've met since my home got destroyed up there too.
Well, that's terrible.
I think we might be searching for the same person.
Well, I hope you find her.
Thank you.
Wait, did you clarify gender?
Of
What?
Terrasil?
Oh,
Oh no, no. She. I don't think he did clarify gender.
But did she ever
Assumed.
did she ever talk about the person she's looking for?
Just that she was a good friend of hers.
Okay.
That they go way back. Her name's Kellis.
And Sablin definitely, like, he kind of nods his head at that. Like, I want to find her too.
Well, if you help me escape and I can save these prisoners and then find your Kellis.
Thank you.
All right, Josh, you back?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you sound
Nope.
great.
Can't hear you at all.
Okay.
Hey!
Disregard
Okay,
that, man.
sorry about that.
No problem. Happens to the best of us. All right, so what was going on? You were sending
Sending Orpheus up. Yes.
sending Orpheus up. That's right. Very exciting stuff. Okay, so is Orpheus on this map right now?
I don't think so.
Okay, let me bring him out. So he's going upstairs. So he sneaks upstairs, and I will put him on the upstairs map, and then I'll ping you over there. Oh god. So he's in Socrates form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Socrates.
Does he have vision?
The Greek
Yeah, he has double sight too.
philosopher?
Okay. Yep. So you should be able
Like
to.
like the philosopher and the rat from the movie Willard.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay. How do I do this? There we go. Nope.
Yeah, I can see. I think I can
Right.
see. Yeah, there he is.
Okay. So you see
Okay,
the
so there's
balcony there and the hallway?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
2 doors on either side.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I'll have him like sneak over there, turn into an imp, and like try the knobs. First the
Okay.
right, then the left, or the
Okay.
north and the south, or whatever.
So he goes. So first he goes for the north, and it is unlocked.
Oh, good.
And he opens the door, and there are bookshelves all around in this room. And yet it seems like it's been made into into someone's room. There's a bed set up in here, and it seems like somebody's been sleeping in here.
Interesting. Okay.
Make me a perception check for
Orpheus.
Orpheus. Yes. I love the South Park. It's one of my favorite episodes. Okay, so looks around. Let's see, he does find something with that. So he looks around and he finds that on the bottom of one of the bookshelves, there's like a little wooden chest that looks. Everything is dusty, but this wooden chest is not.
Okay.
Or I should say, it's maybe less dusty.
Okay.
The dust has been disturbed more than the other places.
Okay. Yeah, definitely opening that up.
So he goes, and it is locked. It has a little lock on it.
Okay. How big is the chest? Is it big enough for him to theoretically move, or not?
It would be difficult. No, he could definitely like pick it up and carry it, but it would be
With
very
his-
big chest for him.
with his 6 strength. Okay.
Yeah, it would be like very large, and he would kind of
Yeah.
have to be setting it down and picking it up a lot.
Okay. That's an arrow slit I'm seeing on the north there, right?
Yeah, it's like,
Or a window.
yeah, it's kind of a window. It's I guess like an arrow slit, but it's big. It's
Okay.
it's not tiny. It's like a 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet wide.
Okay. I'll check the southern door.
All right, so you go through the southern door, which also opens easily, and this room just looks like a bunk. like a barracks. Also, there's more things in here. You notice there are some items that lead you to believe like there's one of those shell shields, and there is one of those swords with the jagged edges to it. I think this
Oh, cool.
might be where the Reavers sleep.
Oh, good. I'm in the same building as those guys. Let's see. If I look at the little arrow slit, I'm assuming is that like the parapet to the south.
Yep, so that you would basically be looking, I'll bring you on the other map, you would be like out here.
Yeah, probably over the front gate. Yeah, okay, yeah, on that
Do
side.
you see where that is?
Yeah.
That's like where that would lead you out.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so that would lead over to the gatehouse. That's good. Okay, I'll have him like fly around the keep and look to see if there's any more windows of rooms that could be accessed somewhere else somehow.
Okay.
yeah.
So he flies out. Are you, well, I guess just make a stealth check. But are you imp or raven form?
We'll do a raven form.
So he quickly turns into a raven and then flies out the window.
Okay.
Why don't you make a stealth check real quick?
Okay. Ah,
So as you do that,
that's a hawk.
the guard who's standing on the wall right there, looks up and he looks down and yells at a few of the other bandits, and he says, "That bird just flew out of the barracks." And he takes his crossbow, I believe is what he has, and he's going to shoot it at the raven.
Oh boy.
Oh, I whispered it, but it was an 8, so he misses.
Oh, thank-
That got
Fly,
him.
Orpheus, fly!
So he misses, and Orpheus just dips out and careens around the corner of the keep, coming around this way.
Well, actually, he's probably going to be fine, because I forgot he's resistant to non-magical weapons. Orpheus is actually pretty resilient. Okay.
Jeez. And as you do get over here, I'm going to bring you back to the other map,
Okay.
and you see there are some windows. Can you actually see
Ooh.
through those?
Yeah, I can see those, yeah.
Yeah,
See
nice.
in there. There's like a table.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
see in there.
Oh, Daddy, we're going in there. Yes.
All
Secret
right, so-
Oh, daddy.
So you fly into this room, and you see there's a secret door up on this corner that you think connects to the room where you found that wooden chest.
Mm-hmm.
And in here, it is just like a pigsty. It is a mess in here.
Mm.
It smells terrible. There's food everywhere. There are all kinds of different bottles of various beverages strewn about, and
Steal me more wine.
and there's treasure, a bunch of treasure. There's gold and silver pieces in like piles, different jewelry about, and gems.
Uh-oh.
This
room.
Artemis just got
Oh my
distracted.
gosh. Well,
You don't say.
So this room is
Okay.
just like a pigsty full of treasure.
Okay. Well, let's see here. What's the best way of doing this?
we're gonna be trying to escape, and he's just like gonna have his pockets jingling with stuff. Like, what? I only took what I could carry.
I only took what was needed. Every red cent. Okay. I'll have him like start looking. Oh, you know what? You said they're gems. Are there any like diamonds laying around?
Diamonds. Let me see.
Are
No,
there any
that
that are black?
you do find.
Yeah. Could we make this super easy and find a black gem?
Buff.
You don't notice any black gems, but you
Damn.
do. There is a necklace that has a nice diamond on it.
Stealing that.
Okay, so Orpheus picks up
Mhm.
in his beak
Mhm.
or in his talon. I guess he has talons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. That'll do for now. I'll have him go invisible and start flying around with it. I'll have him like hide it outside of the keep to the north.
Okay.
Just north of the keep.
Okay, so he flies out north, staying away from the bandit on that side of the
Yeah.
of the
Mhm.
room, and flies out north.
Mhm.
And he goes a little bit and like finds a rock to hide
Yeah.
it behind,
Mhm.
like a bush.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna have him keep doing that with various gemstones. Yeah, that's what he's gonna be doing for this.
Well, make me a let's say perception check or investigation to find. Perception is probably higher for him, but to find a good hiding spot
Okay.
as he's looking around and trying to find.
18.
All right. So
That's my little boy.
he finds a pretty nice little spot between a few rocks that you can't really see unless you're right above it, and even goes beneath a ledge in one of the rocks, and he starts just stashing away. One by one, he's going up and grabbing a piece and bringing them out.
Hey, I found all these shiny rocks.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh yeah, Artemis is gonna love this.
It works because he's a raven and an imp. Okay.
All right, so that's what Orpheus is doing. Did you have anything else you wanted to accomplish, or are you just kind of chatting up and working in the kitchen?
I'm just gonna chat up and try and put names to faces. Try and figure out where. I remember one guy's gonna be out in the garden, so we're missing. Well, I'm Terrasil, so we're missing Thea and we're missing collaborator number 3. I'll try and figure out where they are. Yeah, so I'll ask him, where Thea is, and where is everybody essentially.
Oh, well, they're probably working in the gardens if they're not. If they're not here, that's usually.
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
You know this. Come on, you planted most
Sorry.
of those gardens.
I know. It's just I'm not in my right mind today. I feel like almost a different person. Chop, 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 chop.
All right, so you guys spend the next few hours either resting or chopping vegetables. There's a lot of vegetables to chop, it seems.
8 hours worth.
Ooh, you know what? If that's the case, like probably an hour in, Artemis is gonna get like super bored and just not do this anymore. He's already lost interest. I'm gonna try and blow off work. I'll say, I think we're running low on vegetables. I better go out to the garden and get some more. We're running low on
Just a whole pile
corn.
of vegetables.
rutabagas,
Celery.
celery.
Well, I mean,
Carrots.
it's stew. It's okay. We don't.
Raw cabbage.
Carrots.
Celery.
You don't want to go out there and get yourself hurt.
I think I'll be okay. It'll be fine. And plus, this, truth be told, I think they'll appreciate it if we have a nice balance of vegetables. Right now, we've got too many onions.
Onions, carrots, and celery is.
Onions are a vegetable. I'm offended.
All right. Well, I don't. Good luck, I suppose. I don't think Jolliver's going to want you to leave, but
I think Jolliver will understand.
Are onions fruits?
Onions
No.
are no, they're not fruits. I think they
They're
are
root.
classified as vegetables.
Oh, vegetable.
They're like a root vegetable.
Root
Yeah,
vegetable.
exactly.
yeah. It's actually a stem technically, but
Okay,
It's one-
Professor Eric.
hey,
He
So it's one of
teaches
the-
garden.
I teach gardening class.
He knows
this is my
what he's
jam.
talking about.
We're not talking about parts of the plant.
Okay, Professor Eric.
So you leave the room.
Yep.
All right. So you come out into this room.
Mhm. And I'm-
Jolliver.
Mhm. I'm
Go
just gonna
ahead.
start walking and like act very casual, like I've done this a million times.
All right, and you just start walking out. Jolliver is actually passed out asleep. His face is down. He seems like he's kind of drunken himself into a stupor, and he's just kind of snoozing on his desk.
Okay.
Take the keys.
And
Up there isn't.
Ushnora looks up at you, and she says, "Hey, where are you going?"
Oh, we're low on rutabagas. I need to go out to the garden and get some. Also, I need to do my ritual for the gardens today.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Not a nat one.
Do you have luck?
No, nope. All out of luck.
Oh,
Ah,
you don't need it. You don't fucking need luck.
Welcome back.
She goes, "All right, well, just hurry."
Of course, of course.
All right. So you go out into the garden.
Mhm.
As you come out here,
Well, as soon as I'm out the door, if like there's
Okay.
nobody like immediately looking at me, I'm going to turn to Artemis.
so there are a bunch of bandits or guards like standing all over the place in this yard. It seems like everybody's enjoying the nice day and giving time for the sex den to air out a little bit.
Jump on a bush.
So there are indeed a lot of people around.
Okay, well, yep. I guess I'm into the gardens.
So you walk over to the gardens, where you see Thea, and then there are 3 other people in the gardens attending them. There is an older man, like a pretty elderly man, working in the garden, and then 2 more like middle-aged gentlemen.
Okay.
And when I say gentlemen, they're not like you gentlemen. They're just they're just men,
Okay. Yeah,
just humans.
I'll head over. I'll head over to Thea and I'll start like working next to her real quick.
And she
Hey
says,
man, we don't want to be prejudiced. They might be gentlemen.
"That's true, very true." And she says,
Probably not.
"Oh, hey, Terrasil, what's going on?"
I'm not Terrasil. I'm one of the guys from earlier. We're gonna try and bust you guys out.
When you like talk in Artemis's voice, she's like, "Oh,
Keep your head down. Shut up.
What? Okay."
I'm oddly turned on now.
And she's like working now. She looks very nervous. What? Who are you? Why are you in Terrasil's body?
I'm not in Terrasil's bot. You know what? Whatever. Listen, I just need names, okay? I'm gonna like motion my head over to the others. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ask her like names to faces.
Oh, okay. Bird is the old man. She points to Bird. And then the other 2 gentlemen, nope, just men. She identifies as Auric and Herrick.
Okay, and I'll
I'll write all those names.
yeah.
Twins, even.
And I'll say, and Herrick's not on the. Herrick likes being here, right?
He's a bit of an asshole.
Okay. I don't suppose you've seen the rest of my squad somewhere, have you? You know what? They're probably asleep right now. Fucking idiots.
They yeah, I think they're in the barracks. Everybody else just left, but I think they're still in there.
Okay.
Your clown-looking friend just came and walked in that door, and she points to the door that you're standing next to, right here.
This is when you say everybody looks like them. They're all clowns. Get them. This our team. Do it.
Well, I mean, they all sort of look like clowns, but
She rolls her eyes.
A bunch of fucking clowns.
I'm assuming you mean the literal clown.
Yes, the one with colored hair, funny mask.
Okay. That guard on the wall, is he like watching us, or is he sort of not? Is he?
Yeah, he like noticed when you came out, but he's not really paying attention.
Okay.
You kind of hear muttering to himself, "Fucking bird, man."
That That's all. Okay. Then I'll head into the room that John just went into.
All right. So you go into that room, which John is not in anymore, but it's the armory.
Oh, interesting.
And there's a bunch of weapons, and also a bunch of like random things that things that they've looted. There's surprisingly like no alcohol.
Just
in the room.
to be sure, there were no like potions of healing in there, right?
No, yeah, you didn't find anything like that. It seems
I
like all
didn't
the
think they'd leave anything like that lying around. I just wanted to check.
yeah, it seems like all the real valuable stuff has been taken. This is stuff that they got in excess.
Okay.
That they just kind of let the guards go through and take at their leisure.
Okay. I don't suppose there's a shark tooth sword in here, is there?
There is, yeah.
Oh, cool. Man, I want to steal. Well, you know what? They'll get me one probably. I hope they will.
It seems like there's a lot in here. Or wait,
Be-
I actually have this note written down. Let me not just say that. There
Yeah,
are.
don't worry about it. I don't want to be caught with one in case they frisk me.
Okay, yeah.
I'll just change. Oh, you know what? No, I will take one, and then I'll turn myself into a guard.
All right, so
Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna play hooky.
so you can find there's leather armor in here. There's those crab shell shields, and there are a few of the shark tooth longswords.
Shark tooth longsword. That's all I need. Change it to a guard, and I'm out.
So you just take the shark tooth longsword, and you're turning into like one of the reavers, the ones that wield those swords.
Yeah.
Okay. So you turn into one of them, and you walk back out the way you came in.
And
There's also another door leading into the barracks right here.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Yep. And other than that, I'll just start walking around as my guard, whistling a tune and enjoying the nice day.
All right. So you just start hanging out. What do you look like specifically? Are you trying to disguise yourself as a different guard, or like that you've seen, or are you just like making yourself look like some other dude?
Just like some other. Let's go with some other dude for now.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right. So you walk out, you start walking around, and you're just kind of enjoying the day, walking around with the other guards.
Sort of, yeah. I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna keep a track on how many people are on the walls. Gonna look for any gnolls that are around, stuff like that.
Okay. So yeah, you walk around for a bit and you notice that there's one guard on each wall. It seems like there are, as you're kind of walking around, you see some people are coming and going out of the various buildings. The temple, occasionally, reavers will come out of there and the other ones will go in. In the far northwestern corner, at one point you see one of the gnolls come out and relieve themselves in the grass and then go back in.
Savages.
You see down in the landing below the cliff, there are a few reavers down there who are just like talking, and occasionally two of them square off against each other and do some sparring.
Okay.
But besides that, there's just a bunch of... Everyone's just kind of walking around and enjoying the day. Some are sitting outside. Some are... You see one guy's like propped up against a wall playing a guitar.
Okay, that guy sounds pretty cool. But I'll head into the barracks.
As you're walking around, there's a group of guards that as you walk by them, there's a reaver with a couple of guards, and the reaver says, "Hey, are you new?"
He looks over at him, or I'll look over at him and I'll be like, yeah,
What's your name?
Jet Archer.
Jet Archer.
Yeah,
You sound way too fancy for a place like this.
that's what Daddy called me before he kicked me to the curb.
Come on, you're the rebellious
And
rich
I
kid.
grew up in the woods.
Rebellious rich kid.
Make a deception check.
Rebellious rich kid trying to strike out against Daddy's image
Your
and
mother and your father were from
Oh,
the
shit.
Earth Cult.
He goes, he kind of
It
looks
was,
like
it was real sad.
he looks a little horrified, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, welcome, and good,
Yeah, what's-
good to have you.
Yeah, what's your name?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I'm Jeb.
pleased to meet you, Jeb.
That's why I said your name was fancy. It's like mine, but it's just fancier.
Well, Jeb, Jet, it's one. You know what's fine. Anyway.
Best friends.
Yeah,
What's his last name? Is it Bush?
I'll give him a. How much energy does this guy look like he has? Low energy.
Yeah, he's very low energy.
Jeb
Okay.
Shrub, please clap.
Yes.
Jeb Shrub.
Well, I'm not interested in little Jebby here.
Ooh.
So I'll give him. I'll give him one of those like
No one was.
Yeah. Like everybody else, I'll give him a one of those like manly grab the forearm handshakes, and then I'll head into the barracks.
All right. So you head in the barracks. So the rest of you, as you're resting up, you've just about finished making your Molotov cocktails, John. You're just finishing up your last one. As
Hey, Artemis, what I made.
He's a guard right now.
And Terrasil looks over at you and says, "For the last time, I'm not Artemis."
Oh.
All right, sorry.
And at this
You-
point,
oh,
Don't say
Hey,
that,
Artemis,
guard!
come here.
The guard just walked in. Don't say that in front of him.
at this point,
Oh, shit.
a Reaver walks in, and
Fish person, kill it.
No. I'm just like trying to sleep, but I'm just like drunk and really tired, and I'm like, everybody just shut up.
Fish person, Agony, fish person. They're here for revenge.
I'll fish
I'm
person
not a-
my ass.
I'm not a fish person. What's
Ah, it talks like Artemis.
is he always like this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
normal.
unfortunately he is. I'll just walk over to the bag of holding. I'll put my shark sword in there, so it's nice and safe. Now I have my souvenir.
Hey, cool. I saw one of those in the other room next door.
Cool. See, if you find any like shark tooth daggers or something, like grab an extra one for me.
Okay.
Other than that, everybody happy in here? Does anybody want anything special for supper?
No.
We got
Yes.
stew.
I was really hoping
You
for
know
like
what?
some Salisbury steak, if you could make it.
I just want
Salisbury. Okay, I got a Salisbury steak. Any other orders? I'll pull out my notebook.
Rutabagas.
Rutabagas. Okay, I got
Is
the
there
rutabagas for
pickles?
steak. I guess probably.
Fish stew pickle?
Did they have any pie?
They don't have stewed pickles, Palus. Only pickled stew.
You can't
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. We're making
Lewis is
pies.
asleep.
Lewis
Brian
is
is
asleep.
talking.
Blues
All
can't
right.
talk anyway.
Okay, I'll get everybody's dinner orders and promptly ignore them, and then I'll head out.
All right.
Before you go, did
Are
you
you
find
sure
the-
you want to ignore my dinner order? I'm gonna ask you for it every 30 minutes after this point.
Make sure John doesn't get the sending stones. And I'll look back over to.
I have a ring of message. Ha ha!
Oh God damn it! I'll look,
How many
I'll look
uses
back over at
is that?
Sable. Yeah, I saw Theo. What's up?
Is she okay? Is everything okay with her?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Did you tell her that we're gonna save her? That we're gonna save
No.
everyone?
No, I just saw her. Why? Why do you want me to tell her this?
Yes, I do.
There's a lot going
Who is
on
this-
in this place.
Who is this
Yeah.
person again?
She was a friend of a friend, a really close friend.
I see. And she. What's this about love? Anyway. And she. Let me guess. She's the reason we need to save all these people before you're willing to leave.
Yes, she might be able to help me find someone who I thought I had lost, and I want to find her.
Sablin, my boy, if anything has been proven today, it should be the dangers of emotional hang-ups. Okay.
Even though it's a hang-up, I still need to follow it. I still need to do this.
Oh, if you say so, kid. Listen, I just think that you're, you know, why do you have to do it? It's ridiculous.
Because I care about her, and
Getting
even though
caring, Sablin. What does caring get us? Caring gets us, and I'll point over to Palouse, not focusing on the enemies that he needs to. I'll point over to Agony, leaving my side to wander around in a snowstorm and getting your ass killed. Pointing back over to Palouse, killing yourself to save him. Pointing back over to Agony, yelling at him, dying to save me or to save her. I'll point back over to Palouse, going to hunt for fucking rocks. I point to all of us, going to chase after him for hunting fucking rocks. That's what Karen gets you.
We're all
And
right,
even-
aren't we?
even through all that, it's still worth it. It's always worth it to care about people. Because it's the most important thing is the people you care about.
No, it's not. Listen, people, number one, people don't care about people. People care about people who are useful to them until they stop being useful, at which point they stop caring.
Then why are you still with us? We're not that
Because-
useful
well,
to
isn't
you,
it-
honestly. We get you in more trouble
Um,
than we're of
But
use
then-
to you. Why are you still with us?
Kid, you
It's
think
because
this
you
is the
care
worst
about
trouble
us.
I've ever been in? Kid, I died one time because I stole an anteater, okay? Trust me, this is not the worst I've ever been in. And two, I make more coin with you guys in 2 days than I make in a year doing card tricks. Trust me. Y'all are good for business. Especially after I looted their treasury. Anyway.
Even though you just had to walk through a snowstorm, they almost got killed, and everything you just
I don't care
listed off
about-
to me.
I point to all of you. I don't care about all of you. Well, I mean, I do
Oh.
care. I care about you in like a farmer cares about his hoe, or a swordsman about his sword.
I think there's a part of you that does care about us. If not, you would have been gone a long time ago, I think. If not, you wouldn't be
Probably.
willing to help us get these people out of here.
Sablin, maintenance on a sword. That's a thing, right? You got to oil it, got to keep it clean. Yeah, sharpen it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, think of this as me doing maintenance on all of you, making sure you're all happy and you're all willing to work together so that I can keep making money. That's all there is to it. Because I don't care about any of you. I don't care about anybody. I don't need anybody. I'm happy. I could be alone if I wanted to. It's just,
Artemis,
not profitable
no, you
for me
keep
right now.
saying that, but then when you're drunk in the middle of the night, you say other things.
I turned to John like, and just kind of like raise my eyebrows, like, and I don't say anything. Like, okay.
He has.
I don't know what he's talking about. He says weird stuff all the time. Truth be told, I think he's crazy.
Whatever.
Right. But you know we love you, and whether or not you ever want to admit it, you love us.
What he
I
says,
don't-
what he's saying is right.
Mm.
Even
I don't love you. I don't love Sablin. I don't love
Wow,
anybody.
Yeah,
I don't need
just like that
anybody.
little girl's not your mom, is not your daughter. Just like ghosts aren't real. Just like so many other things. We know.
Don't talk about my daughter.
See?
I
What?
catch myself.
even
don't
if
go
all
around
that is true.
saying things like that. People could get the wrong idea.
Artemis,
I grab the door and I walk out awkwardly.
Artemis,
I fucking told all of you!
Terrasil comes up and grabs you, Sablin, and says, let him go, let him go. He's got problems to work out, it seems.
it's
And then I just look at Agony really intensely in the eye and I go, see?
Cut to me in a bathroom. I'm like drunk on hand sanitizer. Yeah, I've got problems.
I turned to Terrasil and we know he has problems. Just before he left, I wanted to let him know that even if everything he said was true, I do care about him.
I think
as do we all.
he knows that. You are a very caring soul.
Thank you.
Agony, I think you owe me 10 gold.
I never made any such bet.
Oh yeah, out of character. I totally called it on the Dara thing. What up?
Yeah,
Let me go, actually.
yes.
Dude, I called it the second we saw her.
Hey, Eric, could you take my inspiration and give it to Kyle like I said I would?
You don't gotta do that. You're in a more precarious area.
I did never give you inspiration for your recap though, so I will do that.
We
There you
both
go.
win.
Do I get the inspiration?
There
No. Okay,
I'll
so
finally head back to I'll head back to my job after
and you,
changing
and
back
you
to-
do so. Yeah, okay. So you change back into Terrasil and head back in.
I'll deliver Sablin's stupid message about we're trying to save everybody. No, wait, I already did that. Never mind. Yeah, I'll head on.
Okay, and as you walk back in, Ushnora kind of gives you an eye and says, "Where are the vegetables?"
You know, Thea's going to bring them on her way back.
All right, just get back to work.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so you go back into the kitchen, go back and continue working. Anya and Nairine are very happy to see you.
Codependent much? Anyway.
So why don't you make
question?
Yeah.
Quick question though. The doors, the door to the kitchen. Does that lock? Does it have a keyhole?
It does not seem to have a keyhole. No.
Okay. Okay. Once I'm in the kitchen, I'm gonna check out I believe the servants' quarters are the room below that.
Yeah.
And I'll look for. I'm looking for keyholes, like where keys would have to be inserted.
Okay, so you go through, and on the outside of the servants' quarter does have keyholes, like those doors could be
Okay.
locked.
Okay, both of them, the north and the east one.
Yep, both
Or
of
the
those
east one,
doors.
Oh, good. That makes
look like they can.
that's gonna. But the kitchen one doesn't.
The kitchen one does not. No,
Oh, good. That's gonna make this so much easier. Okay.
this one does not, but all those other
Okay.
two do.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that one, and then the other one from the main room. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
All right. So you're in there for another hour about, and you're just preparing. It seems like dinner is coming up soon. You're starting to put on the final touches to this lovely stew. Bake some bread to go along with it.
Mhm.
And as
Do
you're
I
putting all-
successfully make pies?
You're trying to make pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make pies.
Cool.
There's stuff to make pies in there. You recruit Anya's help, and she helps you
Mhm.
make a pie. Unless you're trying to do it by yourself, but I figure Artemis doesn't really know how to make pies.
Even if he did, he wouldn't do it for me.
Are
He
you
wouldn't do
kidding
it
me?
if he
That's
could get somebody else.
secretly like his dream. His whole life is to be a baker.
He's always wanted
I
to
could
be
actually
the
probably,
pie maker.
I could actually probably make a good stew. I probably can't bake though.
So, I want you to just roll me one stealth check for Orpheus, as he is
Okay.
gathering all this gold. Is he invisible?
Yes.
Okay.
How does it carry at all?
It's talent.
Doing small
Well,
trips.
Small trick.
Yeah, there's small trips. And he's
So-
an imp, so I mean, he can, if he needs to, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
21.
So yeah, it seems like nobody notices this treasure just softly
Disappearing.
floating out the northern window and just going up and disappearing. Oh man. Yeah, so just piece by piece, over the next couple hours as you've been doing this stuff, he's just clearing out that room. Now the rest of you, oh, I'm sorry, did you?
Oh, no, continue.
So the rest of you spend the next hour resting up, and as you're gathering your strength, Hagar walks back into the room.
Can we get
And
like
he
a
says,
solid 2 hours
Hagar,
sleep at all from
buddy!
any of these people? Oh, Hagar.
Hagar.
Sorry to disturb you all.
No, it's fine.
I just Sholar just arrived. He just pulled up in his ship.
Lovely.
So I don't know if you wanted to gather yourselves and you could meet him. I know you wanted to speak with him.
Definitely.
So
Did
looks
we
like-
finish our long rest or no?
I want to finish a long rest.
looks like Palouse is sleeping over there. Yeah, it's only been like 2 hours into the long
I know.
rest.
Yeah, okay.
But a good, just something to remember is that you can break up a long rest as long as it is under an hour of activity.
As long as you don't do any strenuous activity between it or something. For a
Yeah.
limited
Yeah,
period of time or
because
something.
long rests technically don't have to be sleep. It just needs to be relaxing, I
Yeah.
guess.
Gotcha. So this the scoping out the temple phase of the plan is going to have to be very much just scoping. We can't really get into any problems.
Shenanigans.
And did
See if they have any rascal scooters, so you guys don't have to actually walk.
and it also
Segways.
Segway.
Yeah.
it seems that I'm sorry, the rule I was like the rule is that you can actually like do active things. As far as I understand, it just has to be for like only an hour of your sleep. So if you like wake up and fight something and then go back to sleep, you're still gonna get your long rest. But that being said, Hagar's in the room saying, "All right, so do you want to come? You want me to give you the introduction? You can ask about this temple."
Yeah, to stretch. Yeah.
We could wake up Palouse for a little bit. I'm sure he'd want to come check it out. There's something. I mean, I'm sure he's eager to see
I mean,
it.
if he wants to sleep, you guys have had a tough day. He might not be here that long. I don't know if he's going up to the temple or if he's just
I'll go
heading back
meet
out
Hagar.
again.
Come on, and I just take another swig, and I start to swig the bottle. I'm like, shit, it's already half empty.
So you said he might not be here long?
He might not know, but listen, I heard that you guys went up to the temple
We did?
or tried.
Oh.
I heard about this.
We wandered into there trying to. One of us got lost, and we tried to find him and ran into a whole lot of trouble.
Well, you got lost going up a gated passageway.
Yeah, I was surprised by it too.
Well, John, I heard you were just sleeping up top the whole time, so I appreciate you staying out of this mess.
Hey, man, no problem. You know me, I'd never cause problems.
I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to actually go up there if you're so eager to see the temple.
Absolutely.
We would like to see it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh my
If
god.
there's anything we'd like to learn,
Eric!
Hey,
I was 7 HP, Eric! Stop trying to kill me, Eric!
you knew he was coming.
Whose fault is that?
Fuck!
You just couldn't wait to go there. Just had to go now.
I'm drinking both my potions when I wake up.
Why are you
I mean, we're just scoping things out.
You're just scoping out. You don't have to
You're gonna
fight
see the
anything,
black gem
probably.
there that he fucking police is gonna kill.
You know,
God
I mean,
damn it.
if that one needs to rest, you guys don't need to wake him up. I mean, he looks pretty
Yeah,
knocked out.
Yeah, let's split the party into 3. That'll work better.
he's the only one that knows what he's looking for.
Oh my fucking god. How many potions do we have, guys?
I don't have
I
any
think
spells.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys. You seem as you're all just kind of like looking around frantically, not knowing what to do. I'll give you guys a moment to gather yourselves, but come on out.
Yes,
He's just
yes.
unloading
definitely.
his ship.
How much is a potion?
For a second, when I thought
It's
Eric,
50
you said
gold pieces.
that he was pulling up, I thought like he's pulling up in his Lamborghini, you know. Pulling up in his
I mean, if
Lambo.
we don't fight
The dice.
anything, the low HP won't be that big of a problem.
Sipping his
If we
gin
don't
and
fight
juice.
anything.
Yeah. You guys hear like the deep bass hits outside as Shola pulls up.
He's got hydraulics in the boat.
Yeah. Oh man. It's 2d4 plus 2 for a normal healing potion, and it's 50 gold pieces, I believe, in the player's handbook.
Got it.
Well, let's go for a walk then, if everyone would like to do that. You as well, Artemis.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was kind of magical. Just trying to imitate a little bit, imitating him.
I don't approve.
I apologize.
I liked it.
It's fine.
It actually came out really well.
Well, Hagar, we'll meet you outside here in a minute.
I'll follow you out, buddy. Just give them a moment to wake up and, help themselves, do whatever they need to do. Come on, Paylus, you lazy sack of bones.
Okay, I'm woken up. Ah, fuck. Oh, I can't talk.
Okay.
Fuck.
Darling, Palouse, wake up. We were going to go for a tour of the temple. The show a lot. Well, sorry.
That was in character, right?
In here.
Yes.
Palouse wakes
You've
up.
been drinking a lot of wine.
Palouse wakes up.
That was great role playing there.
He nods.
Yes, we're going for a tour of the temple. Shoalar's here. And we're gonna go with, I don't know if Hagar's coming with us, but he just arrived. We don't know how long he's gonna be here, so this might be our only chance. And we're going to have to take it easy. We're just going to be touring around. Alright, darling?
Palouse grabs his chest, which is probably bleeding or bruised or something. And then he's gonna go into it. Yeah, he's gonna go into his bag, and he's gonna drink both the potion, just in case.
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Hey!
Damn.
Wow.
That's
Now
really
I need to make you
good.
fight something. Just to make it worth it.
Hey, I don't know what's gonna happen.
No.
Alright, and Pox is like kind of gathered herself as well, ready to join.
Are you doing alright, Pox?
No, not really.
What's wrong?
Well, Palouse is all fucked up. I don't know.
It's true.
I have like
Yeah.
half HP now.
He looks better. Those healing potions are strong.
Also, Pucks, I'm sorry about the vine thing earlier. I just didn't want anyone else to get hurt.
Yes. There's no need for unnecessary conflict.
Just don't hurt Palouse again.
I'll make sure he won't.
Okay.
I promise I won't hurt him unless... Yeah, I won't hurt him.
I make no promises, but I haven't heard him yet.
Also, Palouse, are you okay? You've been really quiet lately.
I shake my head.
Oh, okay.
Shake yes, shake no.
Yes.
So you are okay, just don't feel like talking.
I shrug.
It has been a rough few days. Yeah.
For a few hours. Yes, come on, let's go outside.
Yeah.
I'm getting dressed
Alright.
because disheveled ourselves for the whatever we were doing.
All right. All right. So you get ready and you exit, and you see down in the landing there is a
Lamboat.
ship.
Oh.
Yes.
Lambotini?
There's a ship down there. Here, I'll move you guys out of this room. Oh no! Wait.
I'm-
Shit.
Before
I've
we
wanted one of
leave the
those.
room, I'll sending stone to Artemis that Shoalar has arrived and we're going to go tour, I guess, with him.
So Hagar,
So we'll not be in the barracks, we'll be down in the temple.
So you pull Hagar aside, John.
just as we're
I'll
walking,
res-
I'm
I'll
walking.
respond.
sorry.
Make sure you
Yeah.
tell me how to. Make sure you tell me how to get down there when you get down there. Also, keep an eye on that ship. See how stealable it is.
Sure.
So Terraseal's following with their head down, kind of trying to be inconspicuous. John, you pulled Hagar aside?
Just as like a walk and talk, like, so what's Shoalar like?
Oh, he's very friendly. He's the actual jolly one around here. But, yeah. He's very devoted. Very powerful. Can really command the power of elemental water.
Cool, cool. Wine?
What was
Hand
that?
my half bottle of wine.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll hold off for a minute. Maybe I don't want to be drinking around Shoalar. He's kind of an important person.
And as I put it to my lips, I go, should I not?
You do you, John. You do you. I would like to talk more to you later, though. Seems like- Okay, yeah, okay. And he just keeps walking. So you guys come around as Shoalar, and you see him down there with two, or I should say 3 guards, one of whom looks a little bit more well-equipped than the others. And they're just unloading some boxes of things from the some crates from the ship. And he comes around and Hagar says, "Hey, Shoalar, I got some new recruits to introduce you to."
I
Shoalar-
bow as he introduces us.
I
Shoalar
wave.
looks up. He's a humanoid with blue skin and a big round belly. He wears like a vest, but nothing underneath, so you just see his big blue belly sticking out of it. He's got kind of loose-fitting pants and sandals on. with his big blue toes sticking out.
Hmm.
And he just looks up and looks at the group, gives you a big smile, and he says, "Oh, well, well. Some new recruits."
It is a
Lovely.
pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sholar. We've heard many great things about you from Hagar.
True, we are honored to be in your presence.
And he's just kind of like he's looking at you all very intently. As well, yes. Yes. You seem like an odd bunch.
Oh, we get that a lot, darling.
Implausible, even.
Implausible indeed. Well,
Hello.
great. Great. Well, could you finish? And he kind of motions
Sure.
to his guard.
My
And he
model.
so he kind of motions to his guard who's like unpacking, and he hands him the crate that he has. And then he comes and walks up the stairs over to where you guys are. And he says, "So you've been initiated and everything, huh?"
Yes.
Yeah, we fought those fish people.
Fish people.
Fish people. I'm not.
Fish people.
Oh, yeah, I'm just confused.
Oh,
You know the ones with the swords, with the teeth, and the.
Oh,
beard?
yes.
Oh, the Reavers.
Yeah.
Those,
Yes, we had a little sparring match that went a little.
I mean,
It got pretty hairy.
It's all good. We're fine now.
yeah, Hagar looks a little sheepish. He says, "Yeah, I got a little out of hand, but we really tested him, and
We made sure to give Hagar a run for his money. Isn't that right, Hagar?
they definitely did. They can hold their own, I'll tell you. They make quite the team." And Sholar says, "Oh, yes. Well, that's wonderful. I have a mission actually that I'm working on that I could definitely use your assistance."
Oh, yes, definitely. We would be glad to help
Right.
out around here. We'd
Anything
love
for
to-
the cause.
We would love to
Wonderful.
be helpful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we can talk about it later. Maybe we'll enjoy our feast first.
Oh, that sounds
Believe-
absolutely lovely.
Palouse
I made it
raises
just in
an
time for
eyebrow.
dinner, and he pats his belly.
Palouse raises an eyebrow and touches his own stomach, which growls.
Oh, my
I
darling,
think
he's
food
hungry.
might soak up some of the alcohol well, so sure, feast.
So food sounds good. We've had a pretty long day.
Yes. Well, why don't we go say hello to Jolliver and see how they're doing in there, and get this feast begun.
Of course.
And so Sholar just starts walking straight for the keep, and Hagar follows him.
Agony, here's the plan. We challenge all the guards to a drinking contest.
What do we do with the dogs, though?
Maybe not when we're so tired. I don't know. You can, if you want, darling.
I assume that he doesn't
yeah.
forget about this tour. I'm not sure if he decided to get.
We
Drunk.
didn't really ask. We'll ask during dinner. It's dinner time.
Yeah, but we don't want to seem too eager.
He looks like the type that you want him to have his meal in him first.
So you guys are kind of like whispering to each other behind as you're following Sholar into the keep, and he just bursts the doors open and says, "Ho, Jolliver, I'm here." And he just kind of like gives a little shimmy, and Jolliver wakes up from his slumber, just kind of growls at him. He goes, "Oh, great, you're back." And let's take a little break before we go into this next scene.
Dun,
Okay.
dun,
Bathroom.
dun.
Mhm.
Okay, AFK for a minute.
I'm gonna go outside.
I'm gonna go outside.
I'm gonna go outside.
I will go outside.
We will all go
outside.
I just feel
am
unoriginal.
outside.
All right.
Back.
Hello. I just saw the genie thing. That's pretty on point.
Yeah, that's what I thought when you described the poofy pants and all that.
That is kind of what his little token looks like too. I like the measurements I see going on here. Some scheming is happening. Okay, now it's just madness.
Wraith?
I'm trying to measure out like the maximum range for Orpheus.
Nice.
Hashtag save the Wraith.
Shoot him a bird.
Yeah.
By the way, we
Yeah.
gotta kill everybody from the Valkanar, whatever the fuck they're called.
It's not the Valklandar. It's a guy named Valklandar. But yeah,
Kill everybody. Got it? Okay? That's all we need to know.
I mean that sounds like a good plan. Except one or two of them might be a robot, and even if they're not robots, they have robots.
Yeah.
And they're also kind of the heroes of Red Larch, sort of.
Yeah.
Well, then we kill them, and then we're the heroes of Red Larch.
I don't think that's how that
Is
works.
that how heroes work?
How it
That's
works.
how it works. That's how it works in Pelusia's mind.
No.
That's how it works in Highlander. So
That's true. That's true.
You kill the
Can
tribe
he-
leader, you become leader of the tribe. That's all I fucking know.
That's not how this works.
Is everybody back? I think we're still waiting for Kyle, maybe.
I'm not sure if is Sam here.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
heard him. He said so earlier, but maybe he's gone again.
He went outside.
Oh yeah, that's right. But he said he was back. But then he's definitely not here right now. Or he just likes.
Damn, dude, I got
Hearing
almost got
people talk about
max HP from both those potions. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, you're one
Hey
short.
guys, I'm back.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Welcome back.
I think we're just waiting for Sam.
Where'd you get those
Lucius is ready
potions
for another
from?
fight.
You don't have. You only have one rage. No,
That's all I need, baby.
I only have 3 spell points. No.
I believe I have one.
Susan, I keep meaning to ask you how you're enjoying the spell points.
I love it a lot, actually.
Oh yeah,
I prefer it a lot, way
Good.
over
spell
stupid
slots.
spell slots.
Nice.
Because then I
I'm
can
glad you
just
like
use
it.
whatever I want. It's just a pool of mana,
Yep.
and I use whatever fucking spell I want. Not just be like, oh, I haven't used any second level slots, and I don't want to use any of them. Blah, 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 you know. So
Yeah.
just whatever I want.
Good. I'm glad you like
Exactly.
it. All right.
No idea
Well,
what I agreed to.
Yeah.
talking about spell points.
Cool.
All right. So you guys come into the room, the main room where Jolliver's been in.
Hey, Jolly buddy, how's it going?
So he, Shoalar, is kind of walking in very bombastically into this room as you're all following. And Jolliver's just sitting at the front of the room, growling. And Shoalar,
I'm growling.
and Shoalar says, well, yes, it's great to see you again. I have traveled far and have a empty stomach, so let's eat.
Yeah, come on, Jolly, food!
Jolliver just kind of growls and or like grumbles and nods his head. Like, all right, it'll be out in a minute. Ushnora, why don't you get the booze flowing? And Ushnora goes back into the kitchen. Artemis, you see this. Ushnora comes in and grabs like a whole case of wine and carries it out.
Okay.
Woo!
into
And
the main
she
room.
hears John cheering in the room.
You hear John yelling in the other room as he usually
Uh-oh.
does.
How many
Boy.
people are in this main room, like for this little feast?
In this main room, there's right now it's just you guys, Ushnora, and Jolliver. Is all that's in here, but that's a lot. There's a lot of you. and Sholar and
I'm
Hagar.
Palouse. Get out of there.
I'm gonna just walk around to everyone and
Oh,
go,
I
come on, guys,
apologize.
have a glass, have a glass.
And though it doesn't work on the grid, you can all easily fit around this table because it's 15 feet long. So you guys are kind of sitting around, starting to drink. Jolliver's sitting up front. And Sholar says, well, yes, I would love to have your help. Some magical artifact.
Magical
Ooh.
artifact.
I'm trying to recover. Yeah.
My
Here's
interest
up.
peaked.
Hold some sort of elemental, magic of the crushing wave. Ooh.
Hold on. Before we can talk any kind of business, Jolly, you got a drink?
He's had a drink since you walked in. And he just nods at you and
I tip my glass up and go, okay, business can be done then.
kind of gives you a funny look. Well, yes, as I was saying, Sholar continues, we've been in the need of powerful allies. As you may have noticed, there are others out there in
Sure.
these hills that are very dangerous folk. Powerful allies, help me get a powerful weapon. Seems like a pretty good day.
I like the way you think.
I'd love to hear
are we
more
eating?
about this. I'm a big
Yeah. Maybe
magic
on the tour
enthusiast.
after the feast?
Oh,
We were told that you might be able to show us around.
well, I don't really spend too much time in this outpost, but I suppose I could introduce you to Rish and the others that work with me.
Yeah, that sounds great, and I basically have my hand around his shoulder at this point.
Do I have a stone?
Yeah, I'd say you've been picking up a lot of stones. You've probably snuck one into your pocket at one point.
You have your own fur, okay?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
You don't need to pull anybody's hair for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some of my own hair and pull it out, and then wrap
Okay.
it around the stone.
You had your own hair this whole time.
Then you hold it up and goes, is that one an idiot or?
Oh,
Don't mind him. During the trial, he kind of got knocked around a few times in the head.
Yes, we both.
It'll pass Sherm soon.
Okay, okay.
There was just
It's
something.
okay if he is, I
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. He was just looking for something. And
a hairy rock? He like starts cracking up.
That was a good
I'm
one.
sorry.
That was
I'm
a good
sorry.
one, Salazar.
good, that's good.
It just seems ridiculous, is all. It's a very funny circumstance meeting you all here, but go ahead. What is he looking for?
I believe he's looking
Not
for
a hairy rock, I assume.
Yes, it's a black
He starts cracking
rock
up again.
of sorts. Some kind of black. I don't know. He didn't
Black
get
rock.
to tell me. He didn't want to tell me much about it. I don't know why. He's just been a little out of sorts.
Doesn't like some like obsidian? Is he
Like
looking
a
for
gem,
obsidian?
a black gem of sorts.
Oh, a gem.
A gem?
Oh, no, yeah, it doesn't. I don't think I've ever seen a black gem. Now that you
I'm gonna
mention it.
insight check that shit.
Yeah. You seems like he's being genuine with you guys in his manner and everything.
Well, no, that's fine. I'm sure he'll find it at some point. But we were just curious.
Yeah, we figured if anyone would know about it,
We
maybe
just,
someone
we just
as
ask everybody
powerful
all the
and-
time. Yes.
Yeah, we figured if someone as like powerful and prestigious as you might have know something about it. Speaking of,
course.
thank you again for your hospitality. And I raise my glass like, how about we have a toast on Sholazar for his hospitality? And I just gotta raise my cup up.
Indeed.
Oh well, I mean, it's really jolly, old boy, who's holding us here. And he raises his glass too and says, "How about to jolly?" And
That's true.
Too
Tajali!
jolly.
And Jolliver just like shrugs. He's like,
Jolly!
"I hate when people call me Jolly."
But why? It's such an apt name.
Fuck all of you. He just pounds his drink. So the night continues, and Shoalar tells you some stories of his time, and what he does, as he kind of explains that he travels around on the river, looking for new recruits, new magical items to help in their cause, and just travels around trying to meet new people and just patrol the waters of the Desert River, specifically within the Somber Hills, though he occasionally travels beyond. So he just kind of recounts a couple crazy stories to you guys. He's a very friendly guy, very happy to meet you. And beyond that, says, how did you all get together, and how did you end up here?
You know, it's one of those very implausible stories that I think someone,
It is quite
like,
ridiculous.
and I look around the room and I go, well, you know, the one who normally tell that story isn't here right now. Where is he?
Well, he is. But
Uh,
Terrasil's just
yeah.
to remember.
Terracil's
so
like,
Terrasil's just like quiet. She can't really talk.
I don't like to talk much.
We're all kind of
I don't-
lost people.
Oh,
kind
no,
of
sorry, there he is. Surveillance. Go ahead, tell our story.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was in the middle of chewing some food. So we're all just kind of lost people, kind of drifters. I came from the north. Artemis here came from one of the big cities. We all just kind of congregated in the Desert Valley, just kind of ran into each other. We're attacked by some satyrs on the road. One of us came to the help of the other. We had some introductions, and we've been traveling together ever since.
We've been best friends.
The best. Isn't that right, Artemis?
Somewhere in the
Oh,
kitchen, like I sneeze. I'm just like, somebody's talking
True.
about me.
I'm
Oh.
staring at Artemis right now, like hoping she responds. Hoping she
It kind of takes her a second. She's like eating quietly, and then she looks at you and goes, yeah, right.
Same
Goes back
like,
to eating.
yes, I need this.
the best.
Palusa's just eating as much as he can. He's just filling his stomach.
Great,
Binge and purge.
There's
Gotcha.
a lot. There's a lot of stew and bread.
I'm just like,
It's quite the feast.
I'm just like stuffing it all in.
It's just endless stew and bread is coming out of that kitchen.
I'm waiting for,
They spent hours in there.
Is there
You
butter and
know-
honey?
I'm waiting for Artemis in his disguise
Yes.
to hopefully come in with some food, just so I can purposely
Fuck with them.
ask him
Uh,
for ridiculous things.
I knew it.
So, Artemis,
I
it
knew
does
it.
seem that they are occasionally Anya and Gorm and Shadnil are taking out food.
hmm
You, there, serving wench, come here.
Is there
Fill my
any
cup.
is there any point where Gorm and Shadnil are not in the room?
Yeah, there's one point where they're helping each other carry out this big vat of stew, and they both leave, and it's
okay,
just
Once they're out of the room, I'm going to head over to the southern door. I'm going to pull out my ingot, turn it into a bobby pin, then I'm going to put the bobby pin into the lock and try and change it into a key to fit the lock.
Okay. Let me see real quick how that item works.
I think I might have to do like an intelligence check. To
Yeah,
do
there's definitely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the item it has something. I actually found this item somewhere.
I think it literally like has a key as an example of something I need an intelligence check for. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Complex items such as a key might require an intelligence check. Okay, yeah. So as you're doing this, so it's a little different than like if you had the key and were making a copy of it, but to actually try to make the key in the lock is going to be a little bit more difficult, but still possible. So why don't you roll me an intelligence check?
Okay. Well,
yeah, so you're fudging with it for a while, and they're like trying, and you keep trying, but you can't really tell. Like you'll go and it won't fit, and it won't go, but you can't really figure out like what's wrong and which things you need to change about it, and like what size you need to get it to.
Someone who's really good with lock picks.
And
That's what she said.
and so as you're working on this, you're trying different shapes of the key to get it to work, and then you hear the door start to open as Shadnil and Gorm.
Yeah, I'll stop doing it. And I'll pick up a plate of food and I'll start, or like a thing of soup or something, and I'll take out there.
Okay. So yeah, you stop and you grab some soup and walk out. So at this point, John, you were keeping an eye out as people walked out, and you see that
Terrace Artemis.
Terraseal, who you know as Artemis, comes out.
Oh, you serving girl, come here. I need some food and a free refill.
Certainly, sir. Here's some. We have soup. And what are you drinking?
Wine.
Do you really want another glass of that? Don't you think you've had enough?
I look at the cup and I go, and I look at her and I go, yes. Refill.
Okay. Oh, good. And I'll pick up the bottle that's on the table and I'll set it in front of him. There you go.
Do you have any cake?
I'll resist the urge to grab one of the hairs.
Pie. Muffins. Waffles?
We do have pie.
Jolliver
We
kind of
don't
looks
have
at.
waffles.
You know, you should really take a lesson from Jolly over there. Service with a smile.
When you do say
It's
pie,
made in pots that have not had any contamination with nuts or gluten.
Does Sablin have allergies?
No.
just dietary preferences.
I don't think there's any nuts in the pie, no.
Oh, that's a shame. I love nuts.
But we could work on that.
I'm pulling the hair.
Do not.
No!
My hair isn't.
disguised.
Was I asleep during that?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't. I don't know if he knows that's Artemis, actually.
Yeah, you don't.
So he doesn't know.
Police wouldn't know, I guess.
Can I tell by the voice?
You can make an insight check, just on the whole situation.
Nope. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Artemis seems like super quiet.
It's really weird for him.
Well,
I will.
that's-
When I'm over at Terraseal's spot, I'll just like remark on how handsome she looks. I'll keep going.
She just like kind of timidly waves, and Palouse, Artemis is being really weird. Something is wrong with him. Like, he must have had a real hard time with what happened to you in agony or something, because he's.
He just
He must
You know,
care.
I give
so
him a
much.
pat on the back.
And Terraseal just looks at you and. Thanks.
I would go back to eating and then just scarfing it down.
All right. So you guys continue your meal. As Sholar recounts his stories and just keeps chatting with you.
Yeah, something about pie. You said something about pie.
The pie eventually comes out, and it is very delicious. What
Here
kind
you
of
go.
pie did you guys make, Artemis?
Here you go.
Onion.
One cherry pie. I set it down.
My tail's wagging. And I have, like,
Sholar notices
sparkly
your
hair
wagging
there.
tail and says, "Oh, I didn't know they did that. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
You
yep.
didn't know
Did you
tails wagged?
I didn't know on tieflings."
Oh.
It might just be me. I don't know. I just really like sweets a little bit. A lot.
That's
Kind of.
You don't want to know what else you can do with that tail.
I
well,
shake
maybe
my
I
head.
do.
I could tell you later, darling.
Oh,
Or show you later.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, that's
More pie for you! I
Very-
slice in front of her.
very forward. Very forward. So you guys all dive into the pie, continue,
And
and
then I look back at Artemis, in disguise, and go, I hear your time is for rent. I might pay for some time later. What do you say?
I turn back towards him. That sounds lovely.
Shoalar looks a little concerned. Says, turns to Jolliver. Is this true? Is this what you're doing with them now? And Jolliver grunts and he's like, what if it is? And Shoalar says, he kind of stands up and looks real big all of a sudden. He's like, this is unacceptable. This is not what the crushing wave is about.
Oh.
Huh.
And Jolliver kind of looks sheepish and goes, all right. Won't happen again.
If it's any consolation, Shoalar, I'll put a hand on Terraseal's shoulder. This one was lovely. I didn't really mind this one.
Oh, if you thought he
Well-
was good, baby, I could show you a much better time.
We
Trust
checked-
me, I'm a druid, so I know when I say that he was like a moose.
Okay, well, that's good, I suppose. But in general,
Great.
in
but
general, I apologize for what happened,
I understand it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
and thank you for your service.
Wait, did you say that Artemis was a moose?
Like a moose.
What is
Yeah.
how does Artemis respond? Palouse looks at Artemis.
He's like very, very embarrassed, very much like he's just like kind of trying to smile.
And blushing.
He's like blushing and
Another
like,
pat on the back.
yeah, and you're very confused by all this. You're like, what did they do while I was asleep?
And I turn to Sholazar and I say, I apologize if our group offended with that whole thing. If it's any consolation, it seemed like they were already kind of eyeing each other before that happened. It seemed more of the monetary exchange was more of a formality than anything else it looked like.
Make a deception check.
Very willing.
Mhm, see?
Oh, hey!
She says, or he says, fair enough, fair enough. You seem like decent folk. I
Thank
just
you.
don't. That's just not what I'm trying to accomplish here, and it seems like a distraction.
Yeah, we didn't want to give you the impression that we're those sort of people.
Of course not.
But what are you trying to accomplish, Mr. Shoalar?
Come on, that's what I wanted to say, but I can't.
He looks up at Terraseal
You tell him.
and says, well, that's, I don't think it much concern of yours, okay?
I'll get back to the kitchen where I belong.
Thank you for the
Would
pie.
you like to tell us what your plan is? Like, what's the crushing wave goal?
So as she walks out, He turns to you, and then he turns to Hagar, and he says, "What is this, Hagar? You induct these people into the cult, and you don't even let them know
The cult.
what we're doing."
Cult.
Well,
I mean-
I
They're
believe
very
as
they're
Hagar.
straightforward about their cultishness.
Their club.
It's descriptive, not pejorative.
Yeah, exactly. We're reclaiming the word.
Hey, Mr. Armor,
How dare you call it a cult? That's our word.
Come on, man. It's psychology.
We can say that.
Oh my god. Let's do it, yeah.
Meanwhile, out in the yard, somebody's like, "What's up, my cultist?" So,
Oh my god.
So Shoalar says, "Well, we don't like restriction. We don't like the restrictions that have been placed on people of this world and their power. The power of the earth
Ironic.
that is restricted. We like things to flow freely. We like waters to flow freely."
They said that you had a pet that was all about restricting people.
So they're communists after all.
What do you mean a pet that's about restricting people?
Some kind of pet down in the water that, ropes people and wraps them up in tentacles.
He gives a big hearty laugh. He says, "Oh, that's right, the roper. I guess that is a bit ironic. Maybe we should reconsider what we put in the
well,
mouth of our
that's-
temple."
And Roper,
They
I
took
raise
care of that.
is my pride and joy.
Oh, my
That's-
favorite pet.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that though. That we, besides the roper, we do really just want things to be free.
I'm all about that.
Don't like the way that civilization has tarnished this earth.
I raised my eyebrows.
We
I'm
want
looking
to.
interested also.
I like what you're
Help.
saying.
There are powerful forces in this world, and we merely want to see those forces unhindered.
That is a noble thing.
Freedom fighter.
And water, I believe, is a good symbol of this. And the power of water, I believe, can help us accomplish this task.
Guys, we're all becoming cultists.
I raise the glass and I say, "Hail hydration."
He laughs. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. All right.
Oh
You didn't have
my
inspiration,
fucking God.
you would have it.
That is amazing. Oh my goodness, now I'm done. Oh my god. There's two.
It says, yes, we will use the crushing wave to remake the world. New life, freer life can be made.
Cool. I like freedom.
I'm curious about
Indeed.
the power they would use to do this. Would that be connected to that temple down below?
Indeed, indeed. There is power in the temple.
I would so
Perhaps I
very
could
much-
show you down there.
Yes, I'd love to
tomorrow.
learn about it.
Tomorrow, fuck. There goes those potions I drink.
Would give us a long rest though.
Yes, time for rest. We would definitely
Well,
love to
what time
check
is
it out
it?
tomorrow.
It's, let's see, he got there around 6. By the time you guys have, like, made your way in, had a nice hearty feast with plenty of courses of stew. Sorry.
And pie.
And stew and pie. Ooh, yeah. It's like between 7 and 8. and we'll say that you're like near your 4th hour of your long rest. Because this counts as light activity. As long as you get 6 hours of sleep, you'll get a long rest, and you already got 2. All right, so anyway, he says, yeah, well, it takes a few hours to get there,
Oh,
but
how'd you get there?
did you see the cage in the bay down there? There's an underground river. It's more of a gate, I should say, not a cage. There's no top to it. I guess you could really just climb right behind it. Now that I think about it.
You would do that.
It's almost like it's a safety hazard. If only they had a guardrail.
Maybe we should put a top on it. That's something to consider. Anyway,
Definitely.
you go past that gate. There's an underground river. Leads a few miles upstream to the temple. Part of an old ancient city, I believe.
Oh,
Oh.
an ancient city. What's it called?
Oh, I'm not sure. I've just heard some.
And John just stops eating when he hears that.
That's exactly what.
I just heard rumors. I don't know much about all that.
Hmm.
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 Ask if it's dwarven.
Hmm.
Is it dwarven?
Could it perhaps
Harry?
be of dwarven construction?
Uh,
Or
I suppose so.
elven? Or...
It could be. I mean, the temple, I don't know, it seems very old, whatever it is. Doesn't seem quite human, maybe, but very old, very ancient. You see, we didn't build the temple, we just
Found it?
occupied it, found it. The prophet was led there by the crushing wave.
Intriguing.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, you're definitely doing good things, trying to accomplish good things. It's very noble of you guys. And we're
Well,
happy to join the cause.
Noble of us, yes.
Want to be a part of
Happy
this?
to have you.
Let's free this world with the power of the wave.
Sure.
Yes. Cheers to that. All right. So you guys finish your meal, and Sholar says, "All right. Well, I'm very full. Does anybody want to go dance for a little bit?"
Dancing?
Yes.
Dance? Yes.
Ooh.
I always like to dance off a good meal.
Sounds fun.
Palouse and I love to dance together, right, darling?
I nod my head.
It says, "Well, let us go then." And he leaves and heads out, and Jolliver's just like got his head down. He's like so happy to see you guys leaving. As you guys walk out, Sholar leads you down the stairs onto the landing below.
As we're walking, I just turn to like Agony and Bills and I'm just gonna like whip it. Dancing? Why?
And
Why not?
and he comes down and he gathers some of the reavers around, and he points to one and he goes, "Hey Jeb, go get your guitar." Jeb goes away for a little while and comes back with his guitar. Another reaver comes out with drums. And they start playing. Another one's got a tambourine. They start playing all this music, and you guys are dancing. He begins just dancing. He just begins like wild, very like flowy dancing. And just out of nowhere, he like pulls out it seems like he pulls it out he grabs like from the pool behind him just this like big bubble of water, and he starts like swirling it around, and it's like almost streamers that he's made with these like long blobs of water that are like flowing around in the air before him as he's dancing, and the water's like dancing around him in the air.
I'm very
the
entranced, but also at the
music.
same time very nervous about it. And also nervous about being so close to the water.
He's just dancing around in this area. And Agony, you come down with everyone.
Very slowly, I might add.
So you're kind of like coming behind
Palouse.
the rest of the group, and you're like very timid, but you're trying to face your fear and come down. That water is terrifying you. And why don't you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I'm gonna use my my 2d4s for this. No wait,
Okay.
I technically used it. No wait, I can use it for short rest. Haha, I'm good.
What is it?
This.
So, yeah,
Wait.
it's from her divine soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her favorite soul. All right.
Oh, very well. 15.
It's 15.
So that's
not bad.
15? Oh, man.
Oh, God.
So, nope, that's just what you needed.
Oh, oh my god.
God damn it.
You're a monster, Eric.
This is never going to happen. All right. No, it's good. It's good. I like it.
Ah.
It's good. So you come down and you're very scared, but you steal your resolve, and you feel like you like have this moment where it seems like you're just gonna like burst with fear, but you contain it, and you don't let it take control.
Thank the gods. Literally.
All right. So after some dancing around, Shoalar heads. He goes, "Oh, okay." As it kind of comes to like a natural stop, and the music fades, and Shoalar says, "All right. Well, I'm bushed. I need to go to bed. But
Us as well.
you'll help me tomorrow find that artifact?"
Of course. We would be happy to.
Yeah.
Right, and I'd really prefer to just get on the... Don't want to spend a whole day showing you the temple. How about when we come back, we can go check out the temple? This is really quite pressing.
Of course. No,
Okay.
that's not a problem.
Wait. So tomorrow morning we're gonna check the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna.
What is
rest.
he saying
You
is
guys are gonna
fresh?
rest.
We're gonna help on something.
He's
and
saying,
then after that,
he's saying in the morning we're gonna go do a quest, and then when you get back,
Then we're gonna
Back
see the
temple.
temple.
So it might be, it's going to take us a day at least to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a couple days, but when we come back, there's
Oh
always
my
time.
God.
I'm sure Artemis will be very pleased to hear about that when you tell him.
So I'll see you all in the morning then.
meanwhile in the kitchen, you
Good night, buddy.
All right. Good night. Pleasure to meet all of you. You
Same
seem
to
like a
you.
lovely bunch. Great dance session.
I totally offer to give him a hug if you will have a hug.
Oh, he comes in full bore for a nice big hug.
Pleasure to meet
He's
you,
very-
acquaintance.
He's very soft when you hug him. He's a really good hugger. He really embraces very
Aw.
well.
and these guys all left. Like, how many stayed behind? It was Jolliver. Anybody else?
Yeah, it seems like Jolliver. No, everybody else cleared out. It was just Jolliver. Ushnora would have come too. So
We should assassinate Jolliver.
I feel like that would raise more
We make the
questions.
water cult great again.
And actually, I'm sorry. Right as you guys, what are you doing, Artemis?
If it's only Jolliver, no, because I've got those.
How many spells you got left?
Oh, I've got all my spells.
He's a warlock.
He's a warlock. He said it's a short rest.
He's
So
got most of his shit probably.
I'm
Duel him.
out of hit die, so
Hmm.
I could paralyze him. I could paralyze if I could get those stoolies out of the way, though. How to do this?
Poison.
You know what? I'm just gonna clean up. I'm gonna clean up. I don't have any poison. I'm gonna clean up everything. I'll
You're cutting out.
Yeah, what did you say? You cut out for a second.
Cutting out a
I'll
lot.
ask Jolliver if he's turning it.
Turning.
Oh yeah,
Turning
you
in
cut
soon.
out again. Oh, he's turning in soon.
Yeah.
Turning in.
With that, when you say that, he kind of like snaps out of his stupor and he says, yeah. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed." He seems very drunk. He gets up. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm on my way. I'm going to bed. And he starts walking up the stairs as he's getting up. And he's like stumbling up the stairs, making his way up to his room.
Can I like assist him on his way up?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
You kind of come up and help him, and he's like, "Oh, bro, thank you. I'm just going to bed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, come on. Let's get you tucked in.
Let's go to bed." Okay. All right, so you take him up, and you take him through the room with the books in the chest.
Mhm.
He opens. There's like a book on the bookcase that he tilts, and one of the bookcases swings open, and you're in that room,
Mhm.
but all the treasure is gone,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, that's fine.
and
He had a
Jolliver.
ton of treasure behind a bush.
Somewhere there's this tiny bush and a giant pile.
I mean,
of
he had hours.
Someone's gonna find it before we do this. Fuck.
It's not that far. It's fine. It's fine.
The dumbest shit ever.
And if not, there's going to be some random gnome wandering the countryside who's going to be very happy.
Before we move on with that, can you make me a perception check for Orpheus
Okay.
or investigation, whichever one?
It's perception, trust me.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's not very smart.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right, never mind then. All right, so
He doesn't notice that band of people coming over to the bush, right? To take all the
Or
treasure.
the incoming Earth Cult delegation on a mission of peace.
So you walk into the room and Jolliver stumbles in and you like help him into his bed.
Mhm.
And he lays down and he gives out a big sigh. Then he shoots up and sitting up in his bed and he just screams,
The fuck?
"Where the fuck's my treasure?" And he just starts looking all around him. He goes, "Where'd it go? Where'd it go?" And he's like, "Oh my god.
What?
What
The,
happened?
the treasure?
This room. My room. Why are you in here? You shouldn't
Huh?
be in here. Get out of here." And he
I
seems
can't
like
hold- I cast hold person on him.
Oh
my God!
Roll
Oh
initiative.
shit.
All right, Cass. So let's see. It's a wisdom save?
He's
Yes.
drunk. Does that penalty anything?
Yeah.
Drunk as fuck.
Drunk penalties.
He's
Where's
not that. Okay, yeah, actually, let me look at that, actually.
Effects
I was
of
going to say,
alcohol.
because it's not just... Yeah, he's very drunk.
Is it strong drunkenness?
Where is that? I'm going to chug it. Look at this. I'll put him...
Effect of alcohol.
All right, so he's hammered. Can't walk in a straight line, generally incoherent. disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Ability check? No.
Yeah, it doesn't affect your other
Wisdom
saving throws,
saves.
just your attacks, ability checks, and dex saves.
Okay.
So he's gonna be fine with this.
You know,
but-
I'm gonna burn my inspiration to give him disadvantage on this.
Okay. You can do that. Let me just find him real quick. Okay, Jolliver. Let's roll you.
Hell yeah! Here we go. This is what I come here for.
Let's roll you a wisdom save +0 with disadvantage.
Now
Nice.
kill this man.
All right, so he just as he like starts to stumble towards you and get out of bed, you just freezes up,
Mhm.
is paralyzed in place.
Okay. And when I do that, I have to drop concentration on disguise self. So I turn back into
Okay,
Artemis.
so you turn back into Artemis.
Ooh.
And I sort of like look
And it
at my
lasts
nails.
for a minute.
Yeah.
He's just like, "Urgh, urgh."
I look at my fingernails for a second and I just go, you know, everybody down there thinks that I'm secretly some sort of better person. They all like to talk about how we all need each other and caring about each other. But you know, and I'll put my like hand on Jolliver's shoulder. They're all wrong about a lot of things. See, we're not buddies. People are rats. Rats climbing over each other. We abandoned each other. We use each other. You use all these people down here to clean everything up, and you use them to make money. So I guess you can't really complain when somebody uses you, now can you? And I'll pull out my dagger and stab him in the fucking neck.
All right, you pull out your dagger. All right, so I'm not even gonna make you roll in this situation. You auto hit, and because he's paralyzed, you automatically get a crit.
Nice.
And you're using a normal dagger or the
Oh
rod?
no! The pack
Okay.
dagger, of course.
I hope so. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, so you're using that. Let me just look at his stats. real
Normal
quick.
dagger.
Well, he's not really innocent, so.
So you stab him, and I'm sorry, I'm just pulling up because he's got something going on here. Let me just look this up.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No, it's good. It's good. It's all right. All right, so
Just 1,000 cold damage.
what exactly is the paralyzed condition? Let me just pull this up. Just
Okay.
want to make sure I get this right. So, okay, conditions, paralyzed. Hold person does paralyzed, right?
Yep.
That's the condition it causes.
Mhm.
Can't move or speak. Attack rolls.
They're incapacitated for the.
Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. Okay. Okay, so. All right, so he can't.
Can't even.
Okay. Yeah, so nothing. So yeah, you just stab him, in the neck, and why don't you roll damage
Okay.
for your attack?
There's a crit.
It's a crit.
Mm-hmm.
And then does he get to save? I'm sorry, you posted it in there. Let me. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
It's a save ends.
All right. So after this, let's
Or are
roll
we just
initiative.
killing him?
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm gonna put you guys in that room actually.
Okay.
Okay. Because this could get very interesting here. Oh boy.
I mean, what room
I didn't
were
know we were just
in?
killing him. I thought we weren't.
All right. So. All right.
He probably has more than 14 hit points.
Thank you. I wasn't aware of that.
Well, also because he's drunk, hammered, he gets +3 per hit dice.
Okay. So yeah. Let me. Okay. I gotta keep those rules out too. Okay. So he's got.
Gee, thanks,
We're
guys.
fucked. We're fucked.
He has disadvantage on his saving throws. So that's something. Fuck, where did I just
We're
put my
killing
pencil?
It's plus
Jolly,
3 per
right?
hit points per hit die. So if it's basically 3 per level.
All right.
So I don't know what level he is.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Let me just find where I put my pencil. Oh, here it is.
Artemis is killing Jolly.
All right. So Artemis,
It's okay, he's drunk, so it's kind of easy to kill him, right?
probably he's got more disadvantages than he has advantages from being drunk, for sure. Okay. So why don't we do some initiative?
Where's that tense music? Wait, I don't hear it. Why don't I hear it?
Is there tense music? I tried to turn it on, but it seems very small. Let me try it again.
It's just quiet, I guess. Maybe.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. All right.
So we're all rolling.
No, you guys don't need to roll this.
Oh.
I'm rolling.
Probably not. Probably not. I mean,
No,
you
we're
can
not
if you
even
want
there.
to.
We're yeah.
You guys are dancing right now.
Yeah.
so-
I mean, I'll take the help.
Just
Oh,
no
okay.
none of this is
You have a
happening, though.
sending stone. You can tell us.
Oh, whoops!
I could, but
I haven't-
it would interrupt your dancing.
And I
Wait, I
haven't
gotta
told
put
him
this
about
down.
the we can't really leave yet. Well, no, I'll get to that. I have a plan on what to
We're
tell
at
him.
their discretion. But the dance is over. We're going back.
Yeah,
to
we're going back to the barracks to like head to bed.
sleep.
Mhm.
All right. So he got a 19.
That's
Okay.
unfortunate.
All
Where
right.
are you guys?
So we're up. We're far away.
They're like
I don't think they can even see the map.
they're like around here,
Yeah,
aren't
you guys
they?
can't see the map.
Oh no,
yeah.
it's a different map. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
basically it's like a side map that
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
the second story of the room where you had the feet.
Oh, so it's like here.
Got it. Yep. we got
Yeah,
it.
yep, it's exactly where you just pinged. It's up
Okay.
in that corner.
Yeah, 'cause it's black.
Um,
I can't see shit.
All right. Yep. So Jolliver on this turn can make another save at the end of his turn.
Yep.
So let's
So
do that.
this is just gonna be
Nope.
Artemis just stabbing at him and
it could just be Artemis stabbing him to death.
I mean, he can use a spell, you know.
Okay, so
Here,
Why
I
don't
would
you
use
make-
your highest level spell.
yeah. Again, I'm not even gonna make you do an attack roll. Just roll damage because he's
Okay,
paralyzed.
Get through all of our turns
Like
of dancing?
like with the dagger. With the dagger, do I actually have to
Yeah,
kill
I'm
him
sorry.
with the
Palouse?
dagger?
Palouse, you keep dancing.
Well, with the dancing's over, so I'm walking towards.
Agony, you're dancing. Oh no, this was happening. This was happening during the dancing.
Oh sure.
Yeah, this
Yeah. I
guess we
happens like a
can't
few
do
minutes
anything.
after you guys leave. Yeah.
Unless he like yells. He could contact you somehow, for sure. But all right, Artemis. Your turn.
In order to like I have to actually kill him with this dagger, right? In order to make it count. Or do I just need to stab him and then he dies?
What do you mean to make it count?
I'm trying to. Yeah, you know what? I'll just keep stabbing with this fucking dagger. We'll find out. Let's see.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're saying. Like to count. Yeah, does it need to be the killing blow?
Yeah.
You can make me a intelligence check
Oh boy.
or like an insight check.
Let's do that.
We'll do insight. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yo, bitch, how do I do this?
Yeah, you think that she wants a killing blow.
Of course she does. Okay.
But what I will tell you is that with that first attack, you did not bring him down very far. So you think you still got a good amount of damage to do before that killing blow
Okay.
comes.
28 times in the chest.
Okay, Eldritch, we're doing Eldritch Blast then, I guess.
All right. You kind of point the.
You ate all the cookies.
No, I didn't.
Let's see. So because it's Eldritch Blast, like that's technically a ranged attack, so I don't think it qualifies for the crit.
Correct. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Why
don't you-
well. It's still.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you roll? You can just roll damage. Because while he's just stuck in front of you, there's like you're not gonna miss him.
13. 13 total.
All right. So you do now 13 damage on this round. I should have this. Oh, that's not right.
I don't want to burn all my slots.
All right.
We're gonna go to bed after this.
All right. John and Sablin are dancing away with Shoalar.
Before I finish dancing, I stabbed Jolliver with my biggest crit. I'm joking. Instead, I start dancing with Pox. Does she know how to dance?
All right. Pox is like she's done some tribal dances in her time.
Oh, definitely has, yeah.
So she gets into it. Like it takes her a little while, but she gets into it as much as Palouse is. She's kind of taking her lead by him.
I'm really just like forcing Palouse to dance.
I dance with Pox, trying to make her feel more like involved with the group, make her feel more like as a part of the team, more one.
Yeah, make a performance check. John's not doing
John's
great.
got no rhythm.
This isn't his song.
It is not stopping him from trying at all.
This is not his jam.
Oh yeah, wait. Do I get a performance check from when I?
Yeah. All you guys make per dancing checks.
Artemis is dying in a fucking cabin.
All right, so it's not great, Sablin, but you're definitely the belle of the ball, and
I'm a little scared
Pox.
of the water right now still.
Pox is brought out a little bit. Terraseal's crushing it as Artemis.
Nice.
He kills me.
She's channeling the Artemis. She's feeling him in this moment. Okay.
She said.
So,
Like a moose.
oh my god.
Is it making a save?
I don't think.
Yes. He's gonna make a saving throw. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what happened to the music again. Can you guys hear?
Whatever song that is, just take it off of the thing because it's not.
Yeah. It's that song specifically. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's gonna make his check, or his save.
Nope.
13 does not succeed. All right, so he's still in the clutches, and that's been 3 rounds. Okay. All right, so the dancing continues, and Artemis, go again.
I suppose he's not looking that hurt still.
Yeah, he's still looking not
Scorching ray.
like he's very strong still. Ooh, there you go.
Oh my.
So 6, 11, 16, 16 and for 25 damage.
All right. 25 damage. Okay, so
He's
This is
looking-
gonna be
so
a
with
lot easier if you just die.
with that hit, he definitely looks bloodied at this point.
Okay.
All right, and Jolliver now.
So now I have no escape.
Guys, make performance checks.
It's gonna make, I believe, 18 is gonna save.
Does he have disadvantage?
No, he doesn't have disadvantage.
No.
Damn. Okay. That's right.
Yeah, he has disadvantage on attacks and stuff,
That's right.
but not on the
good.
wisdom save. So he
good.
like he at the last he starts to move and like relaxes his muscles a little bit, and then he just growls at you. And it's your turn again.
And I can't do that again because I just burnt my last spell slot. Used my rod earlier, so I've only got cantrips and dagger.
The struggle. This is the scene where like they're rolling on the floor with Artemis, like the dagger, you know.
11's
Yeah.
Trying
not
to
gonna.
stab him, but he's like pushing back, you know.
I think
11's not gonna
Jolliver
do it,
might
I
be a
assume.
little- I think Jolliver might be a little stronger than Artemis, like, in the struggling department.
All right, deleted that stupid song. All right, 11 is wait, let me look. 11's gonna hit him.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not wearing
It
armor.
seems he's not wearing armor.
9 damage.
Not very dexterous. 9 damage. All right. Okay, so he's. Oh, whoops, wrong.
Okay,
number.
just
He's
so
like-
we
he's
all remember, who's breaking Artemis's plan this time?
Artemis.
All right.
This was part of the plan, not really, sort of. Better than that plan.
This was
I mean,
step
because
3.5.
I like this plan.
Operation
I
actually
on you.
can't
We might-
go any better.
If you're setting stone on you, we might be able to get there in like 3 or 4 turns.
Operation.
Nope,
New
we're
Management.
dancing.
All
Man, I
right.
can get there in like 1 turn.
All right. So on his turn, he is going to use his action, and he just is growling and looking at you, and his skin begins to like
Uh-oh.
He's a lichen.
move and shape, and his mouth starts to extend into
Oh,
like
no.
a snout, and his teeth, 2 large tusks come out as he
Oh, no.
grows in size
I don't know what this
He's
is.
a lichen.
into
He's trying to 1v1 a druid.
what looks like actually a some kind of like boar mixed with a human.
He's
Oh, even
a
better.
boar.
Boar lichen?
Okay.
Is
Wait,
he a werewolf?
who is very significantly bloodied, but standing before you, angry, huffing and puffing.
I've seen Vega.
That's
All
what
right,
she said.
and now it's back to your turn.
Okay.
That was his action to change.
It's gonna take a few turns for us to get there if you.
We're not
Say
getting there.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's on his
12
own.
to hit.
12 is still gonna hit him. Yep. His AC went up by 1 with his change. So 12 still gonna hit him.
11 damage.
All right, yeah, he's looking rough. He's definitely.
What
On the
kind of
precipice, yeah.
action is it to do Sending Stone?
I believe
probably
it's
an
an action because it allows you to cast the spell,
Okay.
which is an action. Yeah. Yep. All right, so
Mhm.
he is going to.
Performance check again.
yeah.
Doing a little better.
Oh yeah. You guys, all of your dancing is really.
See,
stepped
now you
up.
guys
Oh,
got the
sacred.
rhythm.
Yeah. Now you're getting into it
Getting
for
a little,
sure.
a little
Yeah.
less
Talk for a
scared
little.
of the water.
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
all like
John-
switching partners and stuff, you know.
Yeah, John
It's a
gets
fucking
most
hoedown.
improved.
Man, this
Okay.
is just a magical evening. I hope Artists have
Ooh.
as good a time as we are.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm breakdancing now.
All right. So
I'd like to think
He's
that the
gonna
music
do-
you're playing is like the soundtrack to what's going on to this. Like it keeps cutting back and
Fucking
forth.
Batman.
all right. Yeah. Okay. So what he's going to do is he's just going to kind of like rev up and charge through you and just slam into the wall behind you. He's going to move like that as he charges through you. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Charge.
19.
Limited.
All right.
Would that be a move
So-
and an action on his part? 'Cause he's drunk.
Yeah, it's kind of an action. It's like a stampede action that he has, but I will
Yeah.
say okay, yeah. I need to
I mean,
be thinking about that.
I dodged. I got a 19, so I mean, I don't
Mm.
know if it matters.
So yeah, I'm going to say that for this one specific circumstance that it's actually
That's
just an
probably
action cuz it's like his
Yeah.
special ability.
Gotcha.
All right, so you take half of this. So you take 8 slashing damage as his tusks just barely catch you, but you jump out of the way and are not knocked prone.
Okay.
And that's his action on that turn.
You are so lucky. This is not my lucky shirt.
All right, and it's back to you.
Ooh.
Crap.
Yep, that one's gonna just miss with his new
Well,
and improved AC.
Oh, wait, quick question. Is he considered poisoned right now?
So no, it's
Okay.
there's
never
different. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
he
never
has
mind.
disadvantage on attack rolls. Oh, I forgot to add those temporary hit dice too. It's not much. It's not much, but it's something. Okay.
I'll call for Orpheus. And I'll go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. So, end of your turn. He's going to now use his turn to hit you with attack with his maul.
He's
Twice.
got a maul?
He has a wall?
Yeah, he just looks on the ground in his room.
The 13th
No, I'll make those.
Wall?
Well, those will be unarmed attacks actually, because he doesn't have a maul on.
Okay.
Maybe he keeps it on his wall or something, you know? You never know.
No. He was drunk. He left it downstairs.
Okay. Well, the
But he does
13th
have-
Uses his maul every
He
night.
has disadvantage, but the 13 was still hit. And do this for.
I love how fucking Artemis is fighting on his own.
Four bludgeoning damage. And then he comes at you with his tusks. $16.
Yeah, that's hitting.
That's
Oh,
a
cool, I
13 slashing damage. And why don't you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh shit.
I fucked up bad. Oh, cool. I could end up becoming a werebore.
Oh shit.
Nope, I'm
Okay,
good.
so you
Oh.
feel as he as his tusk hits you into you, you feel this some kind of like magical energy or something kind of suffuse into you, but you are able to shrug it off and push it away. All right, and with that, yeah, he's feeling all right. He's gonna, seeing you not doing so great, he's just gonna stay where he is, and that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Crap. I can't take another hit. Yep, this is not good. I'm a gambler. I should gamble. Stabbing with a dagger. It's not like I have any other fucking choices. This is a bad idea. It's okay. Dagger. Okay.
Ooh,
That's gonna hit.
Vente Trace.
Just think if you would have hexed him all that time ago.
No
Thank
spell
you.
slots.
All right. 6
Oblivious.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. so
Anytime
he's,
now, Orpheus.
He's still standing. Orpheus. You can like call him back, but you can't actually speak with him
Oh, that's-
telepathically unless he's in 100.
100 feet. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like he's farther away than that.
God damn it.
Can't you like make him reappear?
I think it's an action to do that. It is.
Mhm.
Should have done that.
Could have tried ascending us. That would have helped.
Didn't know
Yeah.
this guy was a werebore.
Nope. Sure didn't.
Could have done a lot of things before you started stabbing him.
Hey,
I-
at least he looked cool doing it.
Thought he was
It's
just
cool.
a dude.
It was a really cool
okay.
moment. Too bad Arms is gonna die.
So,
No, I can't.
Aw.
oh, I
Can we
took that
dance?
guy out.
No,
All right, so you guys are keep dancing.
keep dancing.
Hey man, I think I need to go pee.
Okay, go
Yes.
pee. That's okay.
He's going to make a couple more attacks. Yeah, he's just using his fists now.
Okay. Oh, wait,
Um,
disadvantage?
these are both with disadvantage. Yeah,
I'm
seven.
still good then.
he's still drunk. He's like,
Okay.
whoa, whoa. But yeah, actually, did I take that into account with the tusk? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss,
and
miss.
then it's coming with the tusks again.
Miss.
Oh,
but he can't hit you as he's
Okay.
drunk
Johnny's
and
drunk.
missing everything.
fuck.
Hooray
Um,
for drunk rules.
so like, how badly hurt is he looking? Not that badly hurt, is he?
Yeah, he looks about a quarter of his health.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna use my action to summon Orpheus.
Okay. So you summon Orpheus into the room. He goes, ah! Whoa! What's going on here?
Murder, kill. I need you to actually be evil.
His eyes like burn with fire. All right. So, oh, there you go. You're pulling him up. Perfect. So you just want to put him where you summon him, and oh man. So did you summon him in the room with you?
Yeah, I'm just having trouble here with the. I gotta zoom in on the map.
There. I put him right next to you.
Yep.
All right. So he's summoned, and does he act on your turn? Is that right?
That's the way we've been doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can just keep doing that. So he appears. And what do you want to have him do? All right. So he comes in with a sting, and
Sting. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Orpheus. Okay.
Oh wow.
that's gonna hit, no doubt. And he is going to make a Constitution saving throw, which he fails.
Yes.
So he takes 13 damage, although the piercing damage.
The piercing, I don't think is actually. I don't think he takes any of that actually, because he's a lycanthrope.
Yeah, he takes oh no, he's immune to it. Yeah. Yep, you're
He's
right.
immune to it. Yeah.
So he takes none of that. So he just takes the 8 poison damage. All right. So yeah, he takes the poison damage, and he's growling, and he starts snapping at Orpheus as that little bugger did a lot more damage to him than he thought. All right. So he's just kind of drunk and stumbling around still and growling. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. That's all I can do.
All right, so he's gonna try and take a punch at Orpheus as Orpheus appears. 15.
I think 15 hits Orpheus.
Just 7 bludgeoning damage. So he reaches up and smacks Orpheus. Or I'm sorry, I was only rolling 1, so 6. Make that 6
Oh, okay.
bludgeoning, because I was rolling 1d6 because he's not using them all. He's just using his big ass hand. So, all right. So that's the one. He's gonna keep his focus on you as he sees how close to death you are. Just gonna take another swing at you.
12 does not hit.
12.
Okay, I was about to say.
And
The Attack on Titan music's working.
Don't worry, guys. Just remember, the last
7 is
thing
not
Artemis
good.
said to all of us was that he didn't love us and he didn't care about any of us.
so as Orpheus
I
pops
wrote
up,
a letter to give to Sable that I forgot to, just in case of this.
as Orpheus
Oh, that
pops
was
up, he
wicked.
takes a punch and he clocks Orpheus in the jaw, and then starts like stumbling towards you, but you can just easily dodge out of his way. He's very much telegraphing what he's doing as a stumbling drunk man, and Orpheus is like, "Ah, what the fuck? You appear to me and I get fucking hit in the face? Jesus Christ!"
Wait, listen, you can eat him after we're done.
Okay, I'm in.
Score.
And all right, back to your turn. 14's gonna hit.
14 to hit. Need a big number here.
Big numbers.
It's not a big number.
Hey, rolling
Alright.
like a Susan now. Look at that.
All right, so he's very close. Take another
This is
few
gonna-
hits.
This is gonna suck if I kill him with Orpheus. It's okay.
Does it count if Orpheus kills him?
Do you have a mission
I do
from
the-
Rohini, or what's going on?
I don't think
No,
so.
no.
You could do the
We don't
help
know.
thing and just give you advantage. I don't know.
Yeah,
Aid?
I prefer, like, ultimately I prefer not to die, so I'm gonna continue to not die.
Fair enough.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh my god.
this is where I go through all this and not get a soul, but it's okay.
So he's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah. He could
Oops.
save.
First one.
He could
20.
save it.
That saves.
Wait,
So
I thought
he
all
does
that
much
stuff was a
damage.
disadvantage.
Not saving
No,
throws.
saving
only dex
throws.
saves.
Oh, okay.
All right. So he takes 8 poison damage. This music's getting crazy.
Woo!
Maybe you and Orpheus could like go halves on the soul. I don't know.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Halfsies.
So Orpheus stings him in the neck, and Jolliver just grabs it as the poison courses through him, but he stays on his feet, just barely. And he growls. Says, "That hurt."
That would be the point.
Mhm. Mhm.
And all right, on his turn,
Performance check. Oh, I thought I checked on
Agony
something.
slips and you get a little too close to the water, and it freaks you out, and you jump and fall.
Palouse catches me. All romantically.
Yes.
The athletics.
All right, so all right, so he's gonna make another maul.
Oops.
He made another maul attack, or I'm sorry, another punch up at Orpheus. 10,
Nope.
and he's getting pissed at Orpheus now, and he takes another swing at Orpheus.
Nope.
Nope.
He falls down, and then he just like is sitting on his butt. And he's like drunk and hurt, and he just like tries to like throw himself at you and attack with his tusks.
No.
And he's just like on the ground now. He just like starts to cry a little bit.
Oh,
Sad.
interesting. Okay.
um,
So he's prone, is what I'm hearing.
yeah, from that
Oh.
one and the circumstance, he's prone.
Okay, cool. Done with his turn, I assume.
Yeah, done with his turn.
Advantage attack, 24 to hit. Big number.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Ooh.
12.
Ooh, max
How do you want to do this?
damage.
Fuck! Thank God. I'm just going to like lift. I'm going to like stab him in the hand. He'll like sort of roll over and just sort of like bring up his hands to block. My eyes will flash emerald and sort of serpentine. I'll sprout out a pair of black raven-like wings with the feathers falling off and burning away, almost like they're made of flash paper. And I'll just plunge it right into his heart.
All
A
right.
dog found somewhere.
So dog cry. He gives out this doggish yelp of pain.
Oh,
As he- as he gives his last death gasp before you, and
I
his,
get 9 temp HP.
and his form slowly reverts back to a human.
Throw him in the treasure room.
He's
Yeah,
in
you're-
the
You're
It is a
standing here.
treasure room.
You're standing in this room, adrenaline racing, dead Jolliver at your feet. Orpheus. What the fuck was that?
That was me figuring out a way how we're gonna get these elves out of here. And I'll just look at the dagger, and I'll look down at him, and I'll just sort of like shudder and chuckle to myself.
And your dagger, as you look at it,
Mhm.
has a bit of like, to you, it seems almost like it's pulsing.
Interesting. I'll hold it up to Orpheus. Is this pulsing to you?
Uh,
Don't answer that. I'll just sort of like try and calm myself. I'll pick up Jolliver and I'll like lay him in his bed and I'll like tuck him in.
All right.
Said you tuck him
So as you tuck in Jolliver, the rest of the party finishing their dancing below with Sholar and begin to disperse. And let's end our session there tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
I know it's a little early, but that's a good
Cliffhanger. I'll turn into Jolliver as I like finish tucking him in.
moment.
With a big
Oh,
smile on my face.
That's gonna help a lot.
Oh man! All right.
I don't know if putting him to bed is very smart. I mean,
No one's
Like,
gonna just
like
go
if
into
in
his
case
room.
anybody comes in and they just check in there, you know,
He's
like he'll be in
asleep.
bed.
Yeah.
but then you're also walking around.
He fell asleep eating his nightly
Oh,
dish
no one's
of
gonna
just a
go
giant
check
plate of
him.
ketchup. And he's known for his red stained sheets from his just eating ketchup. Out of the
Plus they have-
ordinary.
Yeah, plus they have to like find his secret entrance. I could always bar the door into that room. I mean, there's all sorts of things I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, hopefully we're not going to be here much longer now.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I'm not going to be here much longer.
Yeah, we got roped into a quest thing. I wonder if we can like circumvent
We don't
that and
have
just-
to do the quest, really.
I'm
if
kind of
we're
curious to see what it is.
freeing.
But I must go to the temple.
I'm pretty sure the
Exactly.
quest leads to the underground city I'm looking for.
I think the temple leads to the underground city. Is what
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
I was getting at.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Words, you know.
We're gonna get to the temples eventually. Is what I'm saying.
Well, that was a good session. We had a lot of little people doing their own little things for sure. So thank you
Yeah,
for
sorry,
hanging
sorry
in
to
there,
eat up the
everyone.
last 20 minutes there, guys. Sorry.
You're good. That's
I like
exciting.
it.
I love
Well,
it.
I know that you were also just thinking that you were going to walk into that room and assassinate the guy.
Super fast.
But I was like, I thought about letting it happen, but I was like, no, this is a fucking werebore. Like, we're going to have to play
Yeah.
this out.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But
Thank God
yeah,
he was drunk.
I'm
Yeah.
just curious, how low did
Seriously.
you go during that? Because that looked really hairy. Like,
I was at 8.
ugh,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, if he got one more hit on you, he could have taken you out.
How
He was
tough-
doing great at the beginning, and then he just
Yeah.
missed like
Mhm.
the last like 3 rounds. He hit Orpheus, but he didn't hit you.
I need to hurry up and get green flame blade so I can actually exploit that shit next time.
Oh, those tusks. Could have. That was.
I was worried I was gonna turn into a werebore.
Oh, fuck.
I
That would've been
actually-
really cool.
It's it's cool. It's just like the least Artemis lycanthrope I could be.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
makes
like a were-cat, were-tiger. That'd be
Yeah,
kinda
but
cool.
Artemis would have
felt
some
like when
identity-
you become
identity
a werebore or
crisis.
something, you lose control of yourself for a while.
True.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I can just-
lycanthrope. There aren't really rules. There's like a little bit
there
of
are
a rule.
Curse of Strahd, kind of.
Not,
Oh, yeah?
not really. Not really.
It's a
In the
little-
monster manual, they have a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a loose description of the effect.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could see Artemis having like an obsession with truffles for a little bit. Just to be like, I'm really into these fancy mushrooms, you guys.
Truffles?
Yeah.
You guys got truffles?
Truffles.
That's good.
I become like Agony, but with truffles.
That's
Pastries. Alcohol.
Well,
Where is it?
We also
Yeah, I'm
have to
excited.
Discuss your future.
I'm excited you guys met some more of the water cult. And,
Does it
Yeah.
suck that I don't want to kill Shoalar?
Yeah, I like
I
Schultz
love
a
him.
lot also.
Yeah, no, we gotta keep him. He's gonna be. He'll
He's
he'll
great.
make the water
Like,
cult
I was-
great again.
It's okay.
I
He's
was
just trying to
thinking
summon
that-
like an evil prince of the something. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, but he's kind of cool too.
He is kind of cool.
So here's what we do. So like there's I think I figured out that there's like 3 bosses to each cult.
Mhm.
Thurl is kind of cool. So he's like the first boss of the air cult. We
Hmm.
save Thurl, we save Stolar. He's like boss 2 here. Then we just need to save a prophet and then we can start our own cult. Like
We just pick the cult that we like the most and
We need
defeat
to
all
make
the
a
other
new
cults.
yeah.
Why does it sound like we're playing
Fifth
New Vegas
Element.
now?
Like I'm sure the intention is that we beat all of them, but I could see us just picking one and siding with them. I don't know.
Could Could definitely be done that way.
Oh shit, I can
Yes.
loot that chest too. I'm gonna make a note of that.
No,
Don't
like,
forget.
no, this guy seems like he's a cool guy. I mean, we could
Yeah, but
maybe.
he still wants to make the world be
Kill the world.
reborn by like.
We don't know that.
He
Maybe we
literally
can-
He
said
literally
that.
was just
He
talking
literally
about
said
baptizing
it.
the world.
Maybe we
Literally
can talk him into having
baptizing
a
the
more
world.
like a more reasonable approach to that, because he just wants to break every one of the awful societal bindings and such. If we just convince him that it doesn't take an apocalypse for it to happen, maybe he could be a good guy. I don't know.
Hey, you know, if you guys want to take him prisoner and like drag him back to town and do long-term conversion, sure.
No.
I will
How-
chain him up
how-
underneath our
He
house,
could- he could
and
probably
maybe
How
keep
did
it
how
around.
did that work for you last time, Sablein? I don't think we have much luck with converting people.
We've got one,
No, yeah.
No,
Got one.
yeah, which
and
we
she's a
didn't
good
convert.
dancer. And she's a good dancer.
We didn't convert her. Inaku did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
With your help.
You're my channel
here.
Uh,
Y'all do what you want. I'm gonna loot that chest. I'm gonna have
What
all the
about
money.
next session?
Oh yeah.
mhm.
I want to
Oh,
read
yeah.
that letter that apparently Artemis wrote.
Hmm.
So do you guys want to figure out our next session right now? Do you have?
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah.
So for me, that week, let me just pull up the calendar real quick. No, I have something that Wednesday, I believe. So it's the week of August
14.
14th.
14th, yeah.
Yeah, so the best days for me would be either that Monday, the 13th, or Thursday, the 16th.
I could do either.
Better.
Either.
I'd rather do Thursday, but either.
I think Thursday.
Actually, they're kind of equal. I could do either.
I run a game Monday night, so Thursday would be better.
Thursday then.
Yeah,
Does
Thursday.
that work for you?
Mhm.
Is everyone
Josh?
okay
Yep.
with that if we do Thursday?
Yep.
Mhm.
Thursday's
Thursday
great.
the 16th will be our next game.
Cool.
All right. Perfect. Great. Thank you guys for always being so flexible. That's very nice.
It's
Oh,
okay.
no, big-
None of us have lives, so.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Well,
It's good.
No, we don't.
Another D&D games? No, no life.
We're just all equally committed
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
making
yeah.
this shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
And have no life.
invested. I'm invested. I'm definitely making it work.
trying to get another job, so I mean, maybe down
Like
the
a like a
road,
second job or a replacement
A
job?
replacement,
like a
job.
replacement. This place sucks.
Oh, yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm working at like a call center thing, and it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to get my insurance licenses, and which is nice, so I
You
got
got
something
something.
out of it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's something to put on a resume now.
yeah, got my property and casualty
Wow.
license, so I can sell auto insurance. You guys want auto insurance? Anybody need insurance?
Yeah. I can't even legally drive a car.
Well,
You want auto insurance?
there you go.
But can you own an auto?
No,
If you can own an auto,
I cannot. I also do not have a license.
Well, you can still
can
buy
you
a car,
own?
right?
No, I don't believe
No.
you can buy a car if you do not have a legal license.
Oh, really? I
I
guess that
think
makes
so.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
If you talk to the right guys, you could buy a car.
Well, yeah, it depends on if you walk in with cash, but they're not going to sign you up for a car, you know what I mean, a loan if you
Mhm.
can't operate the
Probably.
vehicle.
I mean, I can get you a tow with nail polish by 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's fine.
A toe with nail polish?
That's a Big Lebowski reference. Never mind.
Oh,
I got it.
Nice.
I did.
But I'm
I
gonna
didn't,
go.
but I now understand.
Also, you guys want a sneak peek at
Please.
a boss in a video game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's-
When you said toe with nail polish, I thought of like our Giants game that we play.
Okay.
Because there's like a
we did
giant
find
toe,
the
that
toe.
we had.
Yeah.
It was a magical item.
I probably shouldn't be sharing this earliest stuff, but it's in the artwork channel. I'm just excited about it.
That
Nice.
is really
Cool.
cool.
Nice.
We're not gonna take.
I'm gonna plaster
Leaked.
this all over the interwebs.
Don't you dare!
I mean, I don't know who I would share it with, so
Tentacles.
Ooh.
it does have tentacles.
First boss.
What are we looking at?
And then everyone on tentacles, I'm gonna call it a night.
Good night,
Sweet
Sam.
dreams of
Everyone.
tentacles.
Sweet dreams of.
And good game.
Good game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Good game.
As always.
Indeed,
Good job.
indeed.
Night, you guys.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Yeah,
Good
I'm
night.
gonna log off as well.
Peace.
But good game, and
better.
I'll see you guys in a couple
better.
weeks. Yeah,
Get
thanks.
better.
Thanks. Sorry if I was like slow today. I definitely.
No, no,
was.
you were
Oh,
fine.
no,
you,
you're great.
you did really well,
Yeah.
considering
All
everything
right.
else.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. See you next time.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.